everyone, and welcome to the Wheel and Chill Show.
So funny, I was like super empowered. I don't think I could sleep.
Still follows the same rules, has the same characters and all that stuff,
Yes.
but it just tweaks it a little bit.
You're reading fantasy, and it's so grounded. It's so completely grounded in reality.
Rule clarification, if we both get it wrong, do we get bonus points?
Soldier Simmons, it is my pleasure to now pin you, raising you from the rank of soldier to dedicated.
That didn't happen in the books, but it was awesome.
I nailed it.
I nailed that.
I nailed it. Let me bring you comfort about Egwene. I know you haven't seen her in a month, but let me tell you this story about how badass she is right now.
That fight scene, my boy went through 5 daggers.
Everybody's flower is different. I think we learned that in the books. This is I think for me, top 5 moments ever on screen.
When I read it, I felt empowered. I felt called to action.
One of the best quotes in the whole series is when Gaul says, "Do you like to dance, Baron Abara?"
The Knights Who Say Chill,
AKA the band of really, really nice good guys.
Let a couple more drink on.
You retain everywhere.
I am.
Do you have a chaser? Should you need it?
Can I have a little bit of mine too?
No.
Yo, this is good.
Is
Young people do like this now or something instead of this.
Oh, they do. It's like this.
It's the heart emoji.
Don't jiggle.
It folds. I like the way you wiggle. Show. We're going to review the entirety of season 1 of the Wheel of Time, the whole thing, the finale of Rings of Power. Welcome to the Wheel and Chill Show. Hello, and welcome to the Wheel and Chill Show. We are in a whole different environment. I know it might seem a little weird, but we are over on Tavern's channel for the very first time, doing the Knights Who Say Chill.
AKA the band of really, really nice good guys.
Yes, we have been on a big mission, big quest, trying to figure out how we're going to take down this big bad guy. And, hopefully, maybe, cross our fingers, it's going to happen this stream. So I will just say thank you so much, Tavern, for taking over the reins when it comes to hosting Wheel and Chill Show and the Knights Who Say Chill for the next foreseeable future. So if you're looking for Wheel and Chill, this is where you look. Don't forget to subscribe.
I'm calling it the Tavernity era. Because we're on my page and it's your maternity leave, so it's the Tavernity era.
The Tavernity era. You love to see it. So yes, welcome to Tavern's channel, and I will miss you all while I'm on hiatus. But so okay, that was the intro.
All right. Well, as she said, we're going to be here on this channel, on my channel, and we have a special thing for Kritter that she knows nothing about. And the beauty of it is we also know nothing about this because we gave things to someone, namely Winespring, and Winespring did her magic and cooked it all up.
We trusted a rogue.
Okay.
Yeah. It was something. Let me make sure that I am.
So I guess you're going to have to watch it on YouTube. Is that right? Everyone here?
Yeah. Well, no, it'll be on here.
It'll be on here. Yeah.
It'll be on here. Okay,
it's different than Streamlabs. Yeah. It's so much is different.
Yay.
All right. I'm going to zoom this bad boy up. And here we go. Here, let me do this so we can see the whole thing.
Hi, welcome to the Wheel and Chill Show. Welcome to the Wheel and Chill Show.
Uh-oh.
Wheel and Chill Show. The Knights Who Say Chill. The Knights Who Say Chill, a.k.a. the band of really, really nice good guys.
She needs to take a little bit of a break for a while.
We know. Yeah.
Maybe that'll be our first session that we play on Tavern's channel.
Oh my god. Is Kritter breaking up with us?
Also, guys, I'm pregnant, so
Oh, she's just having a baby. We should make her a video.
Hey, we know you're going to do a great job. We're going to miss you, but we can't wait to see you again. We're going to hold the fort down for you.
We are very happy for you and Mr. Kritter, and we can't wait to meet little baby Kritter. And we love you and can't wait to have you back at the table.
Hey, Kritter, as you take this break to venture into the next chapter of your family's lives, know that we will always be here waiting for you to come back whenever you're ready. It's not goodbye. And I'm sure we'll be talking, maybe not on stream, but just checking in on each other, see how everything's going. And you're going to be missed. You truly are going to be missed. I'm proud to call you my friend. And I can't wait to hear all about the baby.
You and Mr. Kritter are embarking upon the grandest adventure of life, parenthood. And I cannot say how much I believe that your little critter is so blessed to have you two as parents. It's going to be a great life. It really is. You can't imagine it until you're there.
I don't think this is too much for a first picture. I know. Oh. Oh no. I think we just had a big diaper explosion. Oh. The doctor said beer helps with lactation.
And we're doing some tummy time. Look at this cute little one. Wait, what? What is that on your chin? Where did that come from?
Cats nestle close to their kittens. The lambs have laid down with the sheep. You're cozy and warm in your bed now, dear. Now please go the fuck to sleep.
How many cats does she have?
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
Listen.
I've heard you're taking a well-deserved will and chill break, and we're all eagerly awaiting the arrival of baby. Just like the dragon reborn. Baby will bring a new age of light and hope. Rest up. Because baby is destined for great things. We can't wait to welcome our little gleeman, baby. into the world. May light shine on you both. And see you soon, baby.
Wishing you the joy of a gleeman's tale.
And the peace
Of the two rivers.
As you embrace.
Motherhood.
We love you.
Guys!
Look at us!
We're so young.
What? Oh my god.
Little family we are.
I know.
Oh, I forgot about that picture.
Oh, God.
Serious. Super serious.
Fierce.
I was pregnant there. Who knew? Just
Yeah.
me.
Just you.
Here we are.
Here we are. Almost done, I promise.
Giant eyeball.
I was like, that giant eyeball really drew the attention. Oh, hey.
Wedding. Oh,
Those pictures were amazing.
So yeah, that's that on that.
That on that.
I'm so
That's the
good at
t-shirt.
it.
That's the t-shirt.
Yeah.
That's that on that.
That's that on that.
Thank you guys. My God, I
Yay.
did not expect to cry. Well, I didn't know if I was going
Yay.
to, but that was really nice. Thank you for
That's
doing that.
that
We
on
love
that.
you, Kritter.
I love you too.
And baby redacted.
That was so funny. Oh my God.
Maybe
And Leia,
acted.
you're not on the stream, but that was perfect.
Oh, that's freaking glorious.
Wow. Okay. What a
He
way
who
to
comes
start.
with a redaction.
He comes with a redaction. Oh God.
And
Wow.
who knew Leia could so perfectly embody motherhood?
I know.
I
Well,
think that's her best role play yet to date.
the cats have given her practice.
The hair as it got worse and worse and worse.
Worse and worse. And I was like, okay.
The robe, all of it. It was perfect.
Yes.
It was perfect.
I just
Wow.
love that you could hear the warning sound from the one cat. The one cat is like, I am just about done. You have 12 more seconds.
Yeah.
Ugh. Oh, now I can see the chat. Thank you all. Thank you.
Aww.
Well, this is gonna be. I'm excited, but also I will miss all of you. And yeah, we'll be in touch. I won't be completely gone, just I won't be on stream.
That was so good.
That was so good. Thank you.
Oh,
that was not expected. Wow.
Such a
Well
good job,
done.
Light Spring.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Fantastic
Winespring.
video.
So good.
yes.
And Mr. Winespring. It was a lot of teamwork getting that done.
Incredible.
Thank you, Mr.
Incredible
Winespring.
job.
Whoa, okay. Well,
All right. On that note, I am going to play this one more time because I love it. I know that I got funny looks, but I don't care. I enjoyed it.
I love
it. Daniel,
Yes.
take it away.
Oh, are we doing intros for everybody else?
Oh, yeah.
I'm usually the last one. So.
I'm going to let you intro first.
You
Oh,
are.
no. Somebody else
No,
first.
he's last.
Fine.
yeah, Tavern, you have to do it exactly the way we
There's
always
rules.
Jesus.
I'm going to take my campaign and go home.
I can change nothing.
No.
Critter.
Yeah, I'll go. Hi, I'm Kritter XD. I'm the one who's about to go on maternity leave. Who did
You're pregnant?
today. Surprised. I am indeed.
We should do a video.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
I know. Third trimester now, so could happen anytime. But hopefully we've got at least a month.
Yeah, let's
before.
Hopefully have 3 hours.
Hopefully, yeah, we'll at least have a while.
Roll for contractions.
Yeah.
No, that
Not
sounds
tonight.
terrible.
You may know me from TikTok, or I'm Egwene Elvira on Twitter. I have a Discord where we talk about D&D and the Wheel of Time and all kinds of stuff. I'm on Instagram. I'm everywhere. I'm on the internet as Kritter XD. You can find me all over the place. And I have a podcast where Jessica and I are reading through the Lord of the Rings. Jessica for the very first time, and we are on Return of the King, and we are coming towards the end. So if you haven't listened to But Are There Dragons yet, we have a YouTube, and we're wherever you get your podcasts. So you should check it out. And that's it.
Very nice. Miss Winespring Cafe.
That's me on Wine Spring Cafe, and you can find me on X at Wine Spring Cafe, and my hashtag is What
Eats.
Hashtag What
Find some recipes there based on the Wheel of Time books and TV show, and also on Tuesday nights on Malkier Talks channel with Tavern. That way. We are doing a stream that NASA put together called The Lost Universe, and it is super fun. And I think we're going to be starting another campaign on that channel soon too. So
Yes.
check it out.
Yeah, because we're milking the first one a lot.
If you like tedious details, definitely be there.
Are you looking for players? I mean, is this a...
No.
Or decided...
This
No,
you do know
Tavern
that
has one though.
I do have one coming up in which you are a player, Daniel.
Oh, okay, cool.
We're
It's
going to be on a
one-shot.
team or a
Yes.
campaign together.
The other one, the other group, we're pretty full up right now with Leia as our DM, Roofmist, and we're
Trying
kind
to get me in
of
trouble.
we're kind of full up. And if we add anybody else without her knowing or whatever, she'll probably kill us.
Stabby stab.
Or have her cats do it. which-
She's already mad at us for stretching a one shot into 2 years of campaigning.
Yep.
Which listen,
A one shot.
it's a talent. It's a talent. All right, DanaLou.
Hello, I am DanaLou or Zuul, and I play Oriana Hope, a tiefling cleric. And I also have a podcast now, Delving the Chronicles, and we dig deep into all the minutia of the Wheel of Time and where it connects in world and into our real world. So come listen and bring your headlamps because it gets dark in those tunnels.
Your headlamps.
Bring your headlamps.
Yeah, like miners. Miners, bring your hard hat,
No, I
your headlamps.
That's amazing. I love that you said bring your headlamps.
Mm,
I love that.
awesome.
Jessica Squideye.
Hi, I am Jessica Sedai or Jessica Squeedeye or Shelf Indulgence, depending which corner of the internet I might be lurking in. I am part of this crew as Peril, who is a Goliath barbarian who likes to smash. And when I'm not being Peril, which is a lot of fun, I am the other half of But Are There Dragons, which Kritter just mentioned, where I am the first timer reading through Lord of the Rings. And yeah, that's about it for me.
Very, very nice. Daniel.
Okay.
All right.
Wait a minute.
Daniel, we run out of time for intros. No, I'm just kidding.
That's fine. I'm completely okay with that.
What?
Did Tavern?
Tavern didn't introduce
Tavern.
himself.
Oh
You need to
my
introduce
God, I was
yourself
trying to
and your
sneak in last.
character.
You guys are horrible. All right, so I am Tavern Tavern. Welcome to my channel. This is Wheel and Chill Tavernity era, and that's what I'm gonna dub it because we will be going back to Kritter's channel as soon as the baby is 20 years old.
Better be before that.
And can host their own games.
They'll still only be 13th level by then. It's fine.
Wait, you got a lot of hope for us. I do a lot of merch for the Wheel of Time that you can find on Redbubble, also on TeePublic and on Zazzle for any Wheel and Chill merch, like Wine Spring is holding up right there. And I'm going to be doing a lot of other things on my YouTube channel. So coming this Saturday is the first part of what I call Tavern Arcade, in which we'll be playing games and whatnot. And it is called The Wheel of Time Drunken Spelling Bee. And that'll be at 8 p.m. this coming Saturday. We have 3 guests that are still a mystery to you all, but I will reveal them on X. You can find me on X as a Tavern Tavern. As long
And just to
as
clarify,
all the
8
other
p.m.
social medias. Eastern.
Nice.
Yeah, the reign of Central Time is over.
Never.
Special time for life.
Daniel.
Hi, I'm RandomNomen, also known as DM Daniel by these awesome nerds who I get to play with every once in a while and take through fantastical adventures in flying cities and throw zombies at them and see what sticks under the wall. So ready to get going. We're already kind of deep into this, so I'd say let's just go ahead and jump in and I'll do a kind of a recap and we can get going. Any questions?
Nope.
Since you're
No.
for later.
Yeah, I made that one quick.
Yeah,
I gave him
get
some
that
props,
get that on here.
but I got it out quick.
Okay, so the Knights have been doing the last couple adventures in the flying city of Cael Cristolis, a former wizard's flying city from the Age of Shadow. And the wizards disappeared at some point and left the Owlin in charge, and who were their original servants, and they've been the stewards of this flying city, which is powered by special crystalline trees that have an ability to levitate. Beaks, our fun-loving Owlin rogue, is a member of the steward's family that is ruling the city for now, and she came back, and when she found out there were some problems from her nephew, who said the Undercity, there were some problems with the engines going on, some power disruptions, and nobody else believed him, so he called his aunt and said, hey, come back and fix this problem for me. So came back, found out, he kind of snuck into the Undercity. Instead of going to the fancy dinner you were supposed to go to, found out that there were devils roaming through the Undercity, and eventually found out that there was a pit fiend who was stuck in a time stop spell while he was killing 3 wizards at the same time, and it had been going on for I'm not moving anything. I don't think it's me.
A buzz. It was me. My bad. I moved it.
Okay.
For several hundred years, this time stop has been going on. So slowly, it has been degrading, and you've found out that the tip of the Pit Fiend's claw had reached the outside of the time stop, and he had been able to start summoning devils back into the city, which is one of the original causes. And they had defiled the axial core, which is the robotic assistants that help run the city, which is a blatant ripoff of a Brandon Sanderson trope, but I don't care because I think they're cool, and we don't have to talk about that anymore. But you have gone on 2 adventures so far in the Undercity to fix 3 things. You found out that the wizard who had been talking to Beaks and training her to be psychic in her subclass, the Soul Knife, was a wizard named Velcion of Clarbalos, and he explained that he was one of the wizards that was trapped with a Pit Fiend and escaped into the crystals because he was the one that reached over and touched the crystal roots, and it escaped and had been living just his psychic identity had been living in the crystals, and he had been looking for someone that he could get help with. The rest of the wizards disappeared, and he gave you basically an understanding of what you needed to do to try to fix. Did I say lizards?
It's wizards.
Okay. Wizards. Okay. Or wizard lizard would be a familiar, but so anyways, he gave you 3 tasks that needed to be done. And you can do these in any order. You guys have chosen how you wanted to do them. There was cleansing the axial core, and that gave you the assistance of the axials. Now they're on your side instead of fighting them everywhere, and it helped all of the other ones kind of reset, kind of update their order. We did have a death in the group at that point. Grim died in this cleansing the core, and we will be moving on with his story of death and whatever happens in the afterlife with Grim at some point later in the story. But you have him in a smaller coffin. It's actually reduced in size, so you can carry it in the bag of holding. So you got that
Daniel,
done. You go ahead.
I'm sorry, you just freaked Winespring out, by the way. When you said that we'll be revisiting his story in the afterlife, her eyeballs go.
Well, you'll have to deal with how to lay him to rest, because you can't lay him to rest here. There's going to be part of the story later will be what we're doing to lay him to rest.
Cool.
The second option that you did was going to a arcanobiologist, one of the archmages. She had had a greenhouse that had a special plant that lets you enter into the time stop. And you went in and you found out that over the thousands of years since the city had fallen, this area inside her greenhouse had become a realm because of the time and space magic that she had put on it. And it would become the Verdancy, which was a pocket dimension that you could go into where all of the creatures were plant-based. And you met the new member of your group named Treon, who is a Cloaran, which is the name of the race, is the Cloarans. He is a druid.
Yep.
Yeah. He's one of the wood folk. And so you defeated the creature that had that. It had become sentient over that time. It was a very dangerous creature in a small grove. You got the ink from that plant, and that is going to be the thing that's going to help you create the potions to enter the time stop. So you have the power from the axials. You're able to enter into the time stop. And the third thing is the broken circle where the Pit Fiend had gotten out of. Velcion said that there is another Archmage's domain that he can get you to, which is one of the others that's stuck in the time stop, which is Oskil Greystaff. He was a master of chrono magic, and he is the one that is powering the time stop over this amount of time. He's using the power of the portal to hell to power this magic. It's been pulling all of that magic directly from the plane of hell. And you have to find a way to correct the circle to pull the Pit Fiend back into the summoning circle. So you have to go to his domain next and get the supplies there that is needed. And then Velcion can help you put that together, and then you guys can enter into the time stop and see what you can do from there and take on a very dangerous creature. And that is where we're at. So basically, at the last part we did, you had left the the verdancy through the greenhouse door. As soon as Treon stepped out, there was a weird fire and mist that kind of came around him, and he wasn't sure exactly what it was. But right away, Velcion called you back to an area that was safe where the Axials were working with him, and he had created crystalline items for each of you, and you should all each have those now. And yes. And so we just need to keep track of what those all are. You guys have those in your character sheets. And so basically, we are in a small kind of side room that has kind of a lab equipment setup, kind of like almost like a scientific lab for him to work with you on the potions, if anybody needs help with that. And there's some crystalline roots that have broken through some of the walls to where he can be in the room, because he can only be he can only affect around those roots where they're at. So basically he says the last thing after you do this, you had a short rest. I think everybody's back up to full.
No.
Oh, maybe we're going to do a long rest. I believe we were going to do a long rest and then move on from there. Probably what it was.
Okay. So we're having a long rest then.
Yeah.
And during the long
We're
rest,
having a long rest.
Attuning my bow. I don't know how long it takes to attune.
You can do it. You can do it in a short rest. Yeah.
1 hour.
Crystalline bow attuned.
Let's see. Do I have to attune?
All right. So
I think hers was the only.
I'm sorry. I got a little distracted for a moment. Are we having to create anything with? Have you already created anything with the flowers that we just got?
No, that's why he brought you to this room, because there's some lab equipment.
Okay.
From the
so like when we get up.
Before. Yeah. So does anybody have alchemy or any tools to go with alchemy or?
I have medicine. That's it.
Anybody have herbalist?
No.
Grim was an alchemist.
That's super helpful.
No, I don't have alchemy.
No alchemy.
No.
What's that related to?
I have an herbalism. I have herbalism.
Herbalism. That we can do. We can work with herbalism.
I have an herbalism kit.
Yep.
All right. What do you need to do?
Basically, as you guys are getting up in the morning, you can do it before you go to sleep. You can do it in the morning. You had several samples. You guys were able to get a lot. So it's up to you if you want to try to go before you go to sleep. And if you screw up, you can try again in the morning. Is that what you would like to do?
Yeah.
You had way more than you actually needed. So.
Yeah.
Treon, I think we ripped the Band-Aid off. Yeah. Let's give it let's see.
Yeah, let's give it a whirl.
So, Velcion is able to, like, if you step over, he's in there's like just a small table in front of you with some the Axials have cleaned it up. They've brought in equipment and cleaned all the equipment, so it's not as dusty as it once was. So it's all usable. You have your alchemy kit. You can take that out. You set it there, and you start looking at it. He gives you a basic instruction on what you need to do. I can only imagine what he's saying. Anyways, he will be able to, between what he explains and the Axials, two Axials come in beside you, they're able to give you advantage to this roll. So go ahead and make an alchemy toolkit check.
I have herbalism.
Before you, it's going to be, can I give guidance?
Yeah.
Before he makes a check?
Absolutely. This is a time when guidance is a perfect use. I have very specific rules about guidance.
Yes, I will lay a hand on Treon's shoulder and ask the blessing of my goddess to give you some guidance in this work, this very important work that you're doing.
So what am I rolling against?
It's just it should be your alchemy skill. Does it let you
herbalism skill?
Herbalism skill. I apologize. Does it give you a choice for attribute, or I don't know how D&D Beyond works with that. So, like if you click on it, what does it do?
Hold on, I'm looking for it. Tools, herbalism. It just says tools. I don't. There's nothing to click on.
Okay, so do me a favor. Roll. Do you have an intelligence skill? Anything based off of intelligence?
Nature.
Okay, roll nature. Are you proficient in nature?
Yeah.
Okay, just roll nature then, because that's basically the same thing. You'd roll
with
your intelligence
advantage
with proficiency with advantage.
Where's the advantage one?
And guidance is a D4.
Added to the roll.
Where the heck is it?
I also have the Book of Arcana Biology. Was that going to be useful for what we're doing here?
Oh, well, give me an investigation.
Okay.
Wine Spring.
No, they were both 13 is the highest. Plus 4, right? You said?
Yep.
Plus a D4.
Oh, plus a D4?
As you're about to do this, you haven't heard her talk much, but Beaks has been in the corner, just kind of leafing through this book she's got. You guys probably don't know much about. And right as you're about to do, you're like 3 or 4 steps in, and she jumps up at the last minute and says, "Wait a second, it should be this." And she points to the other vial. You're going to put the vial in second. She says, "Put this one in first." So your D4
was a 1.
We're going to actually get to roll that, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn that into a D6. She's upping your guidance.
Look at that.
There you
All right,
go.
so that
Teamwork.
would be 17.
17. Okay.
Yep.
You get the first one done. It's a very it's like an oily purple as you're mixing this in, and you've got it into like a base, and you're doing this all, and you put it in there, and it just kind of comes into just a very vibrant purple. Like the oil becomes just this vibrant purple that almost glows on its own. It doesn't like emit light, but there's like it's almost on the border of that, almost like a glow stick right before it breaks. Just has
I like it.
So you're able to create. Give me a D6 on that check.
1. No, I think it's for. Go ahead. It's a 1.
Did you roll 1? Okay, so you succeeded in making 1.
Okay, first time.
One vial.
First time.
1 vial,
Mhm.
but.
Smart.
Now that you have created that first one, and you're pretty sure the axials actually, you hold it in front of them, and it just levitates in front of them, and it just scans it, and they say it successfully will do what you wanted it to do. Your DC is much lower now. So now you can roll again, and you have advantage in a D6 between, if she does the guidance again. If not, I'll just be a D4 from the knowledge that Winespring gave. But she can do the guidance, gets it the cantrip.
Just call me
Yeah,
Hodges,
just do
King of the
guidance
Lab.
Yeah.
King of the Lab.
One thing, Tavern, every time she does the guidance, just don't tell me what it is. I just want to explain what this is.
Okay.
Every time she does the guidance, it feels like the sun of the verdancy when you wake up in the morning. It feels like the verdancy on that side, and the leaves in your hair kind of move towards that.
Hmm. Wow.
Okay. That's
You got all of
awesome.
us with that. Yeah.
Right, Joe. Okay,
Sure.
what'd you get?
3.
Oh no, you got to roll a nature again to succeed at it.
I'm just going to use the computer then.
Yeah.
Advantage or no?
Yeah. And a D6.
Okay, let's see which one of these is best. Okay, that's not a good one.
That's a
Okay.
That's
That's a 19 plus a D6, you said?
Plus a D6.
That's a 4, so that's 23.
Okay. Roll me a D8.
D8. I'm just going to use the computer because screw my dice. My dice are angry with me.
Ooh,
4.
ooh, it's a little early in the night to be cussing out.
Okay, because you succeeded by so
No.
much.
Let them know, Harold. Let them know.
Because you were succeeded by so much on DC, I'm actually giving you the bonus. You actually created 6 just on that one. That was a D8 plus 2. So you actually have 7 potions that you can do with this. So you have plenty now to you have a couple extra if you need.
Did we just have a Captain America moment? All right,
America's
I'm watching you.
America's ass. What?
No, Jessica knows what I'm talking about. I'm watching her.
Okay. So you guys take a long rest overnight. Between the Axials and Velsion, they're able to kind of watch out for the devils that are in the area, and you guys are able to do a long rest.
Nice.
Okay.
Does that mean our hit dice go back up to full?
Yep.
Yes.
Hell yeah.
You get
your
half.
hit points. Your hit points go up. Any hit dice you did, you get half of your level back. Was that what it is, DanaLou, or did I screw that up? I think it's half your level.
Yeah, so 4, you get as many as 4 back because we're level 8.
Yeah. Thank you.
Okay, great. Yeah, I was only down 2, so.
Jessica, give me a charisma save.
Okay, well, Jessica doesn't have much charisma.
Who's Jessica?
Peril.
Good job. Good job, y'all.
Jessica has more charisma than Peril.
Potentially. Jessica is jealous of Peril's ability to smash.
Well,
Oh,
put yourself down like
that
that.
would be a 2.
Okay. You are having a dream about your old days of hanging out with the captain, with the company, and with the Silverhammer, Eric Silverhammer, and you guys are drinking at the bar at the Hammer's Rest, and he's talking about starting to retire, thinking about retiring and handing it over to his son, and just kind of having a great conversation. This isn't a This isn't a memory. This is just like you're putting several, like in a dream, how it will often just kind of combine memories and feelings. And this is just like, this is what it felt like when you were with the company and you were together with your crew and happy, and you successfully come back from something. And Eric kind of pats you on the back and stands up and stretches and says he's gonna head outside. He wants to check on something before he goes to bed. You hold down the fort, just kind of a common way we do it to you, but he kind of slaps you on the back. And you happen to turn as he starts to walk towards the front door, and he just opens the door up and turns around and just kind of waves at you, and you just see a shadow in the door behind him, and you wake up.
I wake up and I'll reach down next to where I sleep for my great axe.
Yeah.
Reflexively, before I come the rest of the way awake, and I realize that it is just a dream.
Or was it?
What time is it?
Oh, it's morning. It's
Morning?
about the time. Whoever was doing the third watch, you guys probably didn't even really do watches.
Usually
like the
me.
Axials are waking you up. Everybody. So everybody roll me a D. Everybody roll me a D20.
Oh. Why am I scared?
Any modifiers?
Nope, just a D20.
7.
19.
19, Zuul? Okay.
15.
Shiny.
Damn, Trion.
What did you roll, Jessica?
13.
13. What did you roll, Wine Spring and Tavern? I didn't hear yours.
Glad you're not watching the one thing. I rolled a 1.
Okay. And you rolled a 19, DanaLou?
I did.
Okay. Wine Spring, Beaks, as you wake up, you kind of get surprised by Peril. Just kind of gets up, and you have this momentary feeling of you smell sulfur in the air. And then it's gone.
Can I chase it?
It's just the briefest, like you're almost not sure if it was something you were dreaming of, but it's just as you wake up, it's just a brief smell of sulfur.
Okay, well, that's very alarming.
Okay.
So, who's closest to me?
You're right beside Peril.
So, I see her awake then, I'm guessing.
Yeah, she jerked up and has her axe and looks upset about something.
So I'm going to very gracefully reach over and just touch her so I don't scare her more, because I see that she's holding her weapon, and I'm going to say I smell something.
Give me a persuasion. Because she is a soldier at heart and will, and in this moment is
17.
probably 17. Yep. Okay. You are very agitated, but with a very calming energy. Beaks lays a hand on your arm and says that you smell something. You guys can interact however you want to now.
Peril, I smell something, and I noticed your body language.
Well, it was just a dream. But what did you smell?
She is white knuckling her great axe. By the way, you can see how tight she's holding her great axe.
So I'm going to look at your knuckles, and I'm actually going to scoot back about a foot just to communicate. I recognize your energy, and just say, I smelled sulfur, but it's gone now. Did you smell something that woke you up?
So I'm gonna look at the DM and say, would I, with my newfound fiend hunter knowledge, would I connect that with me having a really terrible dream?
You immediately have knowledge that you don't remember having before. You don't know where you got this. Actually, this one's kind of weird. You remember this is connected somehow to a memory of being on a boat, and you're like, wait a second, this is what they smell like. Yeah, that means a fiend was involved. If they were close, if they were here in person, it'd be stronger.
Mm-hmm.
But there was something fiendish about that dream.
Okay. I would relay that to Winespring. I also would like to believe that if I see her backing up from me, I would deliberately let go of my axe, realizing that, this was not an in-person threat.
Okay.
So with my new fancy tuning fork, I have see invisibility that allows me to see into the ethereal plane.
Ethereal.
Is that something that would be helpful with this situation?
How many times can you use that a day?
It just says duration 1 hour.
Okay.
It doesn't say.
I'd say it's probably once a day. I don't think I would use it right now, just because you can't smell anything anymore. You guys can do more of a search if you want. You have magical means like spells if you want to do that. You can probably do that, but using a once a day kind of item, I don't want you to burn through that for something you probably don't need to use.
Once a day.
I'll be a nice DM and not do that.
Thank you.
Yes.
Oriana usually gets up early, or she's the last one on watch. Did this happen before I would have gotten up early if I wasn't on watch?
It was before you woke up. Normally, this was
okay. Because I would have been meditating or something if I was up, but I'm not there. Okay, good. Just checking.
Peril. While things are going on, give me an intelligence check. Just a straight intelligence check.
15.
15. The brief memory you had of that moment of getting the knowledge about the fiend was on a one-masted boat, and you've never been on a one-masted boat.
Fancy.
Okay.
It had a red triangular sail. You just fleeting memory, and it's gone.
How can I have a memory that's not my memory? Okay. I think that Peril honestly would want to talk to Zuul, Oriana about what she's hearing, because she doesn't do much with this otherworldly nonsense.
Now you do.
Apparently now I do, but I would feel a little out of my depth because it's not a tangible in front of me foe. So, I would tell Beaks that I believe her, and I would say I think that we should talk to Oriana about this.
I'll follow you.
Everybody starts waking up as you guys hear them moving around. It's your choice if you want to get up and listen or talk about what's going on. But the other two of you here, or the three of you, especially you, Oriana, you hear Peril and Beaks approaching you. The other two, it's up to you if you want to wake up. And
good morning.
So they're not being super quiet, but they're not being super loud.
Mm-hmm. Hi, ladies. What's up?
Good morning. So something strange just happened, and I'm not sure I understand what it could mean.
Yeah.
I was having a dream about Eric Silverhammer, our benefactor.
Okay.
And we were at the bar, so I would start relaying the contents of the dream just as the DM had shared them. And that when I saw the shadow over him, I woke in panic and then Wine Spring smelled sulfur, which, you know, sounds like a fiendish connection to me, which then led to a memory that I don't remember having, but somehow I know this information. Do you have any idea what to make of it? And I would relay what the DM just told us about the single-masted boat.
Okay, single-masted boat with red sails, but there was a fiendish
the memory
presence.
The memory was separate.
Over your dream.
The memory was you when you thought about the information about the fiend. You had a memory. It was a fleeting memory while you were awake. That was not part of the dream.
But in the dream, you had a shadow go over at the end
over
of it.
Eric. Yep.
Over Eric at the end. And Wine Spring smelled sulfur briefly.
Who's Wine Spring? I keep looking around for someone else.
Yes. We're so rusty. I'm so sorry, you guys.
Like,
yeah.
I mean, it's an adorable name. Don't get me wrong.
Somebody should make an inn or a cafe or something with that name.
Yeah. Izzy, Beaks. Okay, so that's definitely fiendish. And I'm not sure if I have any memory of that kind of boat, because our normal base is near the water.
Yes. Yeah.
Our normal base is near the water.
If you're trying for that, that would be.
But I also have insight.
You can roll insight if you want to do something with insight. But if you're wanting to think about the boat, that'd be more of a knowledge.
Like a history.
A history. If you had a sailor background, it would be with proficiency. But nobody's a sailor, so.
Yeah, I don't have sailor background. I've spent a little bit of time on boats. I actually have some experience with boats, but I'm not really, that's not really my background. So could I roll insight to see what I could think about this influence that we have going on here, or religion?
Yeah, you could do either. Yeah, depending on what you want to do. Insight would be kind of understanding the dream. Religion would be kind of the influence of the fiendish effect.
Okay, well, I'm going to kind of think about the insight first and see what we get here. 17 plus 9. So we get a 26.
I would treat it the same as an omen. It definitely feels like it's ominous in that way.
I was getting a feeling.
Yeah, there's an omen effect to it where something about her. There's some kind of shadow that's sitting over her.
Over her specifically, but not over
Carol?
but not over Eric from the dream.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so it's not.
But it could also be Eric too, because Eric was a specific one. But there's something going on with her and possibly Eric. Actually, the way she's talking about this, Jessica, go ahead and roll another intelligence with proficiency, because this has to do with fiends.
Okay, so with advantage.
Yeah. Nice. Or with proficiency. Not advantage.
So,
and then if you want to, Dana, just add your proficiency
Yep.
into the. If you want to roll a religion, you can roll a religion.
That equals 27.
27. It feels like you've heard of this before. And as you're thinking about it, you have this vision of a garden you were sitting in, and you don't know why you're thinking of a garden. But somebody told you one time that fiends can connect. If there's a connection between a fiend and a mortal, that there can be a connection or a conduit that can be created. And you think that there might have been some connection locked in there.
That's ominous.
And you, what did you roll for religion?
I rolled a 6. A 1 plus 5. So
you don't get that. Yeah, you're still like a little freaked out by the omen of the shadow.
Yeah, I think we really need to pay close attention to this because we might get more omens and signs leading us in a direction, because there's definitely something ominous and dangerous that we need to be aware of. And let's
Peril,
just don't let anything pass without telling us.
Peril, I'm going to ask you, that was in your head about the conduit connection. It's up to you if you're going to say anything.
So yes, I was going to say that, thinking about this further, it's making me think of something else. It isn't necessarily my memory. I'm wondering if this is some fiendish connection to a person, to a mortal. And I don't know if that means it's potentially connected to Eric, but it's kind of, the timing is unusual.
Okay. I think we should just be very aware, and anything unusual that you experience or any other stray memories or anything, just let us know and we'll kind of go, see as we go, I think.
Okay.
I will.
Okay. Thanks for telling me.
Okay. So you guys wake up, have breakfast, do all your morning stuff. Peril is a little bit out of sorts, but starts to get her.
Peril will do like calisthenics to work through the jitters.
I'm gonna try and do them with her. I'm gonna try and keep up.
Yeah, that second memory you had was in a garden where there was somebody telling you about that happening.
Oof. I was in a garden. What?
And there was somebody explaining that concept to you.
Oh, okay.
About the connection?
Mm-hmm. But it was a garden you've never been to.
Okay.
I would relay that to Oriana and Winespring. Beaks.
We need to switch our names, you guys. Maybe it'll help.
As you're thinking about it, this is information you asked for from the mistress of the tree that you were asking for knowledge about. It just might be the way that it's coming across to you.
Okay. And so if I just keep contemplating it, will more information keep arising?
Yeah, it's just every time you think about it, you kind of just have a relevant memory of where it came from, or where, it may not happen every time, but for right now, as it's new, it's happening pretty often.
So I would definitely say that to Beaks and to Oriana. I did ask for this fiendish knowledge, and this must be how it's manifesting.
Wow. Fascinating.
Okay.
So you guys get up, do your morning activities. The Axials are watching outside for you. And Velcion says that the path is clear. He does offer up the chance to do a teleport for you to Greystaff's domain, because he was actually Greystaff's apprentice, so he has the sigils memorized, the sigil address, the IP address, basically of his location. It's basically what it is, because you could do teleport circles in 5th edition, and you basically, as soon as you know a location's address,
what network are we going on?
Well, it's a little shoddy, but you got to know the Wi-Fi password.
Yeah, but he's got landlines, because he's got a LAN with all the crystal in the area.
He's got an Aether port, an Ethernet port.
Yeah, they're an Aether port. Yeah.
Okay, so he offers to do that. It would speed things up, and then you can use it to come right back.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. So there's no reason for me to invoke my teleportation circle on the pendant.
No.
Okay.
I don't know how long this is going to take. As I've done for the past couple of times, right before we get ready to leave, I think I'm going to go ahead and do a death ward on Beaks again. And I do want to ask, what's Treyon's max hit points?
51. Yes.
Okay. I wasn't sure if that was an old number or if that was the correct one. Thank you. Right.
Okay. So he moves over and actually you see one of the axials come up and gets next to the crystalline root, and it glows, and the axial kind of glows with some of that same blue energy, and it floats over onto the floor, and it scribes in magical runes in a circle, like you guys have seen before, like the permanent ones. This is a temporary one. It's not permanent, but it scribes it into the floor. You would almost believe it's actually scribing it into the stone, but it's actually not. It's just right on the surface. And as it connects, it opens up, and you guys can step in.
Whoa.
Okay. I'll go in the middle.
Zoop.
I'll take up the rear.
Hey.
Front.
Hey.
Do we have a map? Oh, let me know when you're ready.
I'm working on it.
Yep. Let me know.
Be patient. Actually, I want to check. I probably screwed this up and didn't put it in daylight. Or did I?
Daylight. Oh, no. Cancel that.
Everybody give a like and subscribe. And in case you didn't catch the announcement earlier, this is where Wheel and Chill will be happening while Kritter finishes growing a human.
Oh my god. Magic.
I have nothing to say to that.
Wow.
No notes.
I love it.
No
notes. Oh my god, that was great.
Also, Oriana, what comes with the death ward? I'm just gonna make some notes so I don't forget.
All right.
A
So
side
for
of
8
ginger.
hours,
8 hours. Okay.
for 8 hours, this grants you a measure of protection from death. So the first time a target you drop to 0 hit points as a result of taking damage, you go immediately to 1 hit point, and that's the end of the spell. If there is a spell effect that would kill you instantly, it's as if that spell doesn't even happen, and this spell ends.
Okay.
So
Thank you.
with you being kind of getting in the mix there and being a little more squishy.
Very squishy.
Yeah, being a little more squishy. If I can't get
appreciate
to you soon and there's something that hits you like really suddenly and big, this should help.
Okay. Thank
At
you
least
so much.
for one round,
Okay.
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 That's amazing to see. Hold on. Which one are we using? This one. It's
Hold on just a second.
It is a mystery.
This is Daniel's monochrome period from his.
But look at the
art
entryway,
show.
though. Look at the entryway.
Yeah. Scroll down, sir. Scroll down.
Pretty.
Here, let me do that. Wait, how do we scroll? There we go. There we
you go.
go.
That is not supposed to do that. So why is it doing that? Let me fix something on this real quick. Hold on. I think I know
It's
what's
really
wrong.
pretty.
Yeah.
Pretty.
If I didn't do it the wrong way, it would be even better. Let's try that. There we go.
Look at that.
Even prettier.
I don't know about that.
No, it's
Wow.
I like the more dragons and stuff.
So before you guys left, Velcion said that there is a hidden box or safe underneath the large creature at the end of the hall.
Okay. So like the bones over here at the end. Sorry, I'm gonna move forward, and because we're at the beginning of the hall, I assume I'm taking.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. He said at the end of the hall under the large creature, there is a
Under the
box
large
that-
creature.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
That's what I thought we were talking about. All right.
He hasn't been here
There,
for
that's better.
he doesn't know what it looks like because there's no roots here. So that was a creature's. So that was. So anyways, yeah.
No,
Was it a living creature? Before we leave, I'm going to ask, are we talking about there was a living creature, or like, what are we talking
No.
about creature
No,
here?
he said there was a skeleton of.
I'm gonna go here,
Okay.
And
All
then
right,
Okay,
so
hold on.
I'm going to...
Sorry.
Hold on. As you approach, I'm going to move you back.
Works.
Actually, I can't grab you because I'm on the wrong level. Let's try this.
I'm gonna get us to where we're supposed to be, and then I'll zoom into that spot.
Okay, I'm just moving some stuff around. I have to just switch layers a couple times.
Because I would have
You're good.
asked questions before we went in if he was telling
Yeah, go
us
ahead.
stuff.
What questions do you have?
I said, okay, so there's a hidden box. A lot of times things that are hidden have traps. Are we expecting to have traps here?
He would say yes.
Okay, so magic and traps. Got it. This is a wizard's room.
Sanctum.
Okay. Sanctum. All right.
And what are we? So the box is going to help us. Is the tools that we need to redo the circle, correct?
There is special wizard's ink in there, and there is templates that can be used to fix the circle. So he'll power those when you come back. You'll help somebody power those to where you'll be able to go back in and basically it's almost like Cliff Notes, like a non-wizard can set them down and it'll complete a circle.
Okay.
Okay, so before we go in, I'm going to pull out my detect magic wand just in case.
Okay. And
when I step through, I would like to activate it just so that it will be up for 10 minutes.
Okay. You detect nothing magical in the immediate area. You do what's the range on that?
Is she doing the whole room?
I don't know what the range is.
It's 30 feet. 30 feet from me.
Okay. So as you step in there, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Actually,
and it can be blocked by 1 foot of stone. Yeah.
This actually glows with magic. It's abjuration magic, and this is abjuration magic. The two.
We're not seeing what you're clicking
because
on.
I'm on a different layer.
You're always on a different level.
Oh,
babe.
those two things are magical. Okay.
Looks like
Okay,
some kind
so
of
I'm going to tell
abjuration.
everybody. And I still don't understand what the different.
Abjuration is protection.
Okay. I'm going to say those two dragon statues or creatures or whatever have some sort of protection magic on them. I don't know if we have to be wary walking past them.
So Symphonia has already started walking forward, but you pulled that out as for the wand. You actually, when you do that and you do it and you look, everybody that kind of looks in those directions, those don't have any dust on them. Everything else has dust.
The blue and red dragons.
Yeah. But as we get to that spot, as she's walking forward,
I don't know if those are going to be like guards or something.
Fireball.
Symphonia, give me a dex save, please.
Happily. Dex save.
Symphonia breaks into song and dance.
21.
Okay. As you step onto something, you feel a spot in the floor move slightly. It's not really so much a click. It's almost like that part of the carpet becomes sand. It's just a weird feeling. It becomes like a different consistency. And to the right and left of you, 2 rods peer out, and a wall of lightning shoots across.
Okay.
Wow.
Hot damn.
And helps if I do this the correct way.
How does she always get her own light show?
Yeah.
Talented.
That's what happens when you're a star.
Oh,
dang.
You take 12 points of lightning damage as you step back and only get hit by part of it. So you can step back a square.
Stepping back. 12.
Zappity zaps.
Oh my goodness, Symphonia, are you okay?
Yeah, I mean, I've still got more hit points than you.
That's not a lie.
Wow.
That's why you go first.
Okay, so this lightning wall is still here. This goes clear to the ceiling.
Okay. Do I see sources of magic on the 2 sides now?
Yes. As the rods came out, it was like 2 lightning rods. And they
Okay,
actually
okay.
like the two slots in the wall open up and these two rods and just shot out.
All right.
And
I wonder if I
Symphonia-
could dispel
Symphonia,
magic
when
on
you-
something.
When you stepped back, you actually feel like you were stepping out of like quicksand. Like the carpet, that square, the carpet became like a different consistency, and you actually feel like you stepped your foot off, but there's nothing on your foot.
Oof. Okay.
Okay.
Is the lightning still happening, or is it?
Yes.
Done? Oh.
And so, do I see anything extra magical about the floor, or just the lightning rods and the fact that there's lightning?
Now that you have the detect wand on, that square of the floor is magical, and it's got evocation on it.
Okay. I could dispel that spot. Do you want me to get a shot? Unless anybody else has some way to deal with this.
My solution
I
is to
do.
shoot the rods. So I feel like dispel magic first might be better.
You have a rogue. She can see the rods. She might be able to use her thieves' tools too. To
How dare you shoot shiny light at me, peasant walls?
I mean, that's my only option for how to deal with this. I don't know how else to deal with it. Somebody else can do something.
I don't have that. I would be able to use Misty Step from the Forest Guardian tattoo and get beyond it.
No, you can't because it has to be a space that you can see. You cannot see beyond this wall.
What does this do? What is
Oh, it's like that solid. I was just thinking it was like lines.
Yeah, it's
sort
just
of cracked
constant.
back
It's. I mean, it's not like every square inch of is electricity, but it's enough that it obstructs your vision enough that you can't mechanically
Okay.
see.
Like can't like visualize. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Dispel magic seems great. If that's what you want to do.
Yeah.
Okay. All
better
right.
than my
So
I actually am not very experienced on dispel magic. Let me look that up real quick.
all right. I can read you what it says here. It's instantaneous,
got
and
it.
100. Got it.
Talk amongst yourselves.
Okay.
So the third
Um,
level, choose one creature, object, or magical effect within range. Any spell of the third level or lower on the target ends.
The hell?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I will need you. If you're going to do that, then you will need to roll. You will need to roll a magical spellcasting ability check, which for you would be your wisdom plus your proficiency. It's higher than third level.
Okay. All right. So tell me again. It's my.
It would be a D20 plus your wisdom modifier and your proficiency. It's like your magical spellcasting ability.
My magical modifier.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Okay. So that's a +5 for me. Wait a minute.
That's good.
Wait a minute. So my wisdom.
Yeah. Roll
Wisdom
a
plus
D.
your
No, my
proficiency.
wisdom is a plus. My wisdom is a +5, and my proficiency is +3, so a +8.
Yep.
Okay. 9 + 8.
17.
17.
17.
Okay. You target that, cast the spell, and you see a beam of light come out of the ceiling from nowhere, hits one of the rods, and the magic just fades away.
Wow.
Can I just
Good job.
can I just point out that we yell out numbers and wait for the DM to do the math for us?
No, I
Or
want to
Peril.
be upfront. No, I want to
No,
be
you're good.
upfront
I do the same thing.
about what
I
the
do it because
numbers
I'm
are.
lazy and I want him to do the math for me.
Yeah, I mean, I know it's 17. I just want to be upfront because I do have a big modifier and it was a lower numbered roll.
Gotcha.
So and I do want to point out, so like that goes out of the way.
Mhm.
Does anything happen to the floor? Does it change? Do I see any does the magic disappear or
The magic is no longer there on the rods. The floor with the wand, it is still magical. That is still magical.
okay, can I see a way to like go around it? Like can we
Mhm.
step over it? Can we
The squares on either side are not magical.
Okay, so I'm going to point this out very specifically. I can see this magic square right in front of Symphonia is the trigger point for this. However, I do I see those other 2 rods that came out of the sides or no?
Yeah. Those were showing with magic, but now you've dispelled that specific magic. It is gone. It is no
Okay,
longer
so but
magical.
do I see 4 rod? Were there 4 rods? Did I see all 4?
I'm doing it on the wrong screen. There was one that came out of this wall and one that came out of this wall, and then that created the arc between the 2. You canceled the magic on the rods.
On those 2 rods. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, I'm going to step forward a little bit and well, I'm on the wrong screen. That's why.
Yeah,
I was looking
doing
at
it too. I was doing it on StreamYard too. I'm like, why is that working?
StreamYard, it's not working.
I mean, if we have trick floor tiles, wouldn't it make sense for you and Beaks to hover 5 feet above the ground?
Oh, yes. Okay. I get on my broom.
Okay.
Thank you for pointing that out, Peril.
Just saying. Symphonia and I are the ones built to take hits.
That's true.
And I would like to then see 30 feet in front of me here and see if I see any more as we go forward.
Okay. Give me an investigate. Give me a perception.
Well, I should be able to see.
Is that like part of the detect?
Yeah, automatically. Spell? It's part of the detect magic spell. I should automatically be able to see anything within 30 feet of me that's magical.
Yeah, but I'm just saying at a distance at 30 feet, I would say it's just a little harder to see than it's not. I'm not saying it's like a 25. I'm just saying as you get closer, it's going to get easier and easier.
Okay. All right. So I have so 7 plus. What am I doing?
Perception.
Perception. Well, it's a plus 6. That's not bad. So 13.
Yeah, you just see the 2 here on either side of you. It looks like some kind of abjuration just to protect them from almost time and dust. It's almost like a constant prestidigitation. Just keeps dusting them, and
Okay. All right. So I should be able to. 30 feet is what? Almost to the doorway for me now?
Yeah.
Are you really going in ahead of us? Do you not want one of us to be in front of you?
Well, that's as far as I can see right now. I don't see anything but some sort of protection magic on these 2
Can
critters.
I just walk alongside her as she's doing the detect magic spells? Obviously, avoiding the one that we've registered as a trigger.
Now, I will say, does anybody have Arcana?
Yes.
I was going to say somebody's got to have Arcana.
I do.
I have it, and I don't know who else has it.
Sounds like.
Oh, just kidding.
Carol.
Nope.
No.
Thinking of a different character. I have +4, but
if anybody has the skill, go ahead and roll it.
All right, give me a second. Skill Arcana. Ba-dam.
You would think about it as she's flying up there and kind of waving it back and forth. That square that Symphonia stepped on did not emit magical aura until she stepped on.
All right, let me see how Treon would say this. Stop, collaborate, and listen. No. The pressure plate that Symphonia triggered did not become magical until she stepped on it. So you may not be your detection may not work.
Okay. You know what? I can fly you one at a time over to, because my broom can handle 2 of us at a time, and including Peril. And Peril's the heaviest one, and I've flown with her before. She's our muscle, and I can fly you one at a time. At how far do you want me to fly you? Up to that doorway. Where do you want to go?
Here's my thought. Symphonia, since you have such a great range bow, why don't I have her fly me right up to the ruins, to the bones. And I'll be,
Okay.
if something bad is there that gets triggered, I can handle it. And you'll still be poised to react with your range weapon.
Works for me.
Okay. So yes, if you're willing to fly me up to the bones, I'm happy to go first.
Okay. Hop on.
Before they get too far away, I'm gonna connect with Oriana, Symphonia, and Peril.
Oh, okay.
Hey there, buddy.
Hey again.
All right,
So
here
Treon,
we
Zuul, and
go.
Adela.
I'm good.
Where are you moving to? Where are you landing? What path are you
All right.
taking?
I'm going to fly straight forward. Let's see. One round of movement is like 50 feet for this.
Mhm.
So,
Okay.
Does it say it affects the speed if it's encumbered? Because I would say
it's 30 feet. You're correct. It's 30 feet. It's 30 feet if it's per round with two of us.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
but you can
definitely
still-
an
for like one
encumbrance.
round.
Why is because I'm doing it there? That's why.
So
For
the
one
other
round,
thing
it's
is
like here.
with a broom, it is considered like a mount, so you can't dash with it. You can't use your action to go at a second speed. That's why it's one of the abilities that you get to fly, but you're limited to the speed of that.
Okay. Yep. All right. So that's like one round. We're here. I should be able to now see a little further with my magic wand.
Okay, you see some residual magic on these tables. Nothing very strong.
Right.
It looks like there's some things that are carved into the wood that have some magic into them, almost like they're like templates. And then you do see that this base is emitting magic.
Okay, so I'm gonna tell Peril that there's a tiny bit of magic on these little work tables or whatever they are, but that dais or base or whatever has some magic in it. And maybe if I get closer, I'll be able to see what school of magic it is. Do you want me to drop you in front of it?
Now, so you guys have moved. Where is everybody else going? Where's everybody staying? How are you moving? Because that's your turn basically.
I'm chilling.
You're staying right there. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, same.
And I showed everybody where that one pressure plate was, so that like, if you wanted to step past it, to come a little.
I'm
closer.
diligently watching them just in case anything happens.
Symphonia, as you're diligently watching, you kind of just glance down because you stepped on this thing. The design in the carpet almost looks like it's made of grains of sand, and it's that square is just slightly moving, like it's just.
Whoa.
Do I see any other squares nearby that look like that?
Give me a perception.
Ooh.
Smart.
11.
You actually, just with that, you kind of take, like how you could be too close to something sometimes. You kind of take your step back with your vision, and you look at the design on the carpet. It looks like it's branches of a tree, and it looks like the wind is moving the leaves on the trees constantly.
Wow.
But in this one square, it's like a sand art. It almost has a different consistency. But the tree, the branches on the carpet look like just a consistent illusion, basically. But that square is different now because you've activated it.
Okay. Interesting. So it's moving.
It's like you're looking at it and like one pixel on the TV is different, and you zoom in and it looks like sand, where the rest it just looks like it's just blowing in a gentle breeze. And you actually, as you're watching it long enough, you see a bird land on one of the branches.
I'll just say, like, check out this carpet. It's like moving
Super
almost.
cool.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's Symphonia, Peril, and DanaLou and Oriana went up north. They're going to move the rest of the distance on the next turn. Beaks and Treon, what are you doing?
Well, I hear that the ground is moving, so I'm going to just kind of raise up about 15 feet.
Okay.
But I'm going to stay in the back though and keep just a watch of what's going on.
I'm going to walk along the side of the carpet and not actually step on the carpet.
Okay, yep. Where are you walking?
I'm going to go as far as where Symphonia is at.
Okay, that's where you're stopping. And
Yeah, for now.
I just
I'm
want to
going
check something real quick.
check the floor as I go.
Wine Spring and Oriana.
Beaks.
Yes. Beaks, I'm sorry. Beaks and Oriana. Yeah, call me on it. It's completely correct. You both notice at the same time, generally, like you're, Oriana, you're up here. You finally stop for a second. You're looking around. You moved up 15 feet and it got, Beaks, you moved up 15 feet and you got past these kind of shelves or like bookshelves. And to the point that you both notice that outside of this window up here to the right, it's looking out. It's looking out onto a coast.
Which window? Click that again.
This one up here.
A coast.
Waves are crashing on a coast.
It's
Upper
higher
right,
up, Tavern.
Like at the very top.
Oh, shit.
There we go.
Right. It's a really long map.
It is.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's what she said.
So I'm going to point. It's really long.
Wow.
I'm going to point. I mean, we went there. So, and I'm going to say, hey, Beaks, you see that water crashing out there? I wonder if that's just an illusion or if like we really, really went somewhere far. Because that's the waves on a coast.
I'm going to say I definitely
you
see
say-
it, and I'm going to relay that information to those that are connected to me
Oh my
telepathically, so that they have the info.
What's wrong?
And I would, and Peril would be like, "Cool, let's focus on getting the box first."
Okay.
But these are all things that are. It's not really taking time. It's just momentary. Like you're right,
Yeah.
Peril. But it's just these are just thoughts that are coming in. Oriana, because of your background and especially because of your training with your god, she's the god of map making and cartography and travel. Go ahead and roll me a knowledge history with proficiency. So if you don't have it, just roll it with proficiency.
So it'll be, you said history or?
Yep.
History. Okay. So 15 plus 5, dirty 20.
Dirty 20.
Nice.
Okay. I need to look something up here real quick.
It's really interesting that being on a coast, it's weird because there's this image of a boat that you got, Peril, and now we're what?
What was that, DM?
You weren't on a coast when you in the city. You're over the mountains.
No. Yeah, I'm saying. Yeah, we weren't over water, but she got an image of a boat like on the water, on the coast, and now we're seeing coastline. And so that those two thoughts just kind of like triggered me together. So
are you sharing that psionically with me?
Yeah.
Who are you linked to? Did we?
Yeah,
everybody but Trey.
Basically everyone but you.
Okay, no, that's fine. All right, I just want to make sure I missed that.
So I'm going to kind of, I said it out loud about the water and the coastline, like, and being puzzled by it and wondering if we actually went somewhere physically far away or if that's an illusion.
You actually, with your dirty 20 on knowledge, with your proficiency in the maps and travel because of your goddess, you would guess that this is actually the continent of Idzar on the in the Western Hemisphere. You're in the Eastern Hemisphere right now. This is off the Hasselin Ocean to the west.
Wow.
Okay, so
what in the world?
So on that continent, we're on the west side of that continent?
No, you're on the Idzar is in the Western Hemisphere. You're in the Eastern Hemisphere right now on Corva. Idzar is in the Western Hemisphere.
So the ocean would be to the east of that continent.
Yes. You're looking out to that. So you're actually facing east.
So I'm going to say to everybody, hey, I think we've actually gone to that, name that other continent, to the way far to the west of us, and we're actually looking out to the ocean but from the other side of the ocean from where we were before.
Are you saying we're in Idzar?
Yes. Wow. Okay. All right.
It's like
Focus.
Idzar.
Focus.
Okay, so this is just something really quick. So we'll keep going. I just wanted to give you what you were saying.
Oh, I love
so,
that. Really
okay.
cool.
So Beaks, did you move forward at all, Beaks, or are you still at that? Just went straight up, or did you move forward?
Let's see. I went 15 up. I would go behind Symphonia. I would stay close to Symphonia.
Okay, so go ahead and move up there if you want. Okay, so we're back around to DanaLou and Peril. Where would you like to go? Where would you like to drop her off?
Do you want me to drop you in front of the platform? Because I said that platform has some magic on it. And when we get there, I can maybe see what kind of magic it is.
Yeah, what if you just drop me right about here?
I saw that ping.
Oh.
Okay.
You
I
did,
didn't see the
okay.
thing. Where's
It's
the
because
thing?
Tavern's got to scroll up just a whisker.
So
You want to drop me off just...
that's where I'm dropping you right there, right?
Yep.
Okay, so yeah, I'm over here.
Let me
And I'm
scroll
dropping
out a
you.
bit.
And I'm going to back up
there,
just a
that's
little
better.
bit behind you.
Stay right there.
Stay where I was?
Oriana. Stay where you are.
Okay, right there. Got it.
Yep.
He said, "Do not move." Huh?
And she's
clicking on.
still in the air, correct, DM?
Yeah.
She's close enough that she has
I
to
didn't-
drop you.
Yeah, but I'm not touching the floor. She is.
You're not
but I
touching the
am
floor,
right
but-
by
but
the floor.
You'd be about 5
I'm
to 7
just-
feet up.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
That did not work. Why did that not work?
It's a whole lot of clicking going on. I like it. Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
So
no.
an acid cloud forms as you drop Peril onto that floor. Her feet kind of sink in like
shit.
sand, and that square
Sure.
turns to sand where she's at.
Awesome.
And
Wow.
the two of you need to give me, as soon as I find out where I put it, give me a con save, please.
Okay. Ooh, natural 20 plus 4.
That's pretty damn good.
Yeah.
13. Okay, you both.
Take no damage.
No damage whatsoever. You both take 11 points of damage, acid damage, but it feels like you are able to get away
Wait,
from the worst of it.
Somebody
What'd
got
you
a
say?
nat 20?
I did.
Yeah.
Well, I got to do a different one, but that was for a 20.
Oh, okay. So you both take 11 points of acid as it forms up around you, but basically we're gonna say that since you both saved, Oriana, you were able to because you rolled so high, a natural 20 plus 4, and she actually saved as well. As you get down and that you feel the magic because of the wand, it kind of vibrates in your hand for a second, like it picks that up out of just the moment it happens. And she pulls your feet back up, and you come straight up, and you get just the edge of the cloud as it comes up and hits you.
Okay,
And
so
it
we
starts to
rise.
dissipate.
We rise straight up. Do we like rise up out of it?
I'm just gonna say mechanically that's how I can explain. In the middle of a cloud of acid, you both took half damage.
Yeah. Okay. Whew. So.
So you guys
wow,
see a large cloud of acid just kind of form right at the base of this thing to where you can hardly see anything past it, and you see them shoot out the top of it, and Peril's just pulling her legs up to try to get out of the acid.
Yep. Hang on.
It burns.
And
Whew.
after about 12 seconds, it disappears.
Fabulous.
Wow. Okay. Whew. In that 12 seconds, as it disappears, as the whole map disappears for me.
Yeah. Me too.
I did. How did that happen?
Did I? No. Whew.
There we go.
Ouch. Yeah. As that disappears, did I notice another square on the floor?
Yeah, so that square is now
Light up?
acting like the one that's it's now lit up. It's starting to act like sand art, like it's just slightly moving, almost like vibrational, almost like like how they described anybody who's read like the Sanderson books, the Stormlight, where the vibrating sand on the surface that you see just slightly vibrational.
It's like whenever the sandworms are coming in Dune.
Yes.
I don't. I don't know if these are pressure related or if they react just to like humanoid, like people creatures. I mean, we could try to throw some stuff on it, but I don't know if that'll trigger it or not.
Isn't that why you have
around the
me?
floor?
I'll say you grab the thing, get on the broom, get the hell out of there. We got one mission.
Grab and go.
Yeah. Yeah, that's why you have me to trigger all this stuff.
Okay. But I was just thinking, I've got some like ball bearings and caltrops and stuff, and I don't know if that'll trigger stuff, but I can throw a few handfuls down just to see, like rise up a little bit and just.
I think I accidentally gave you the aura of 10 feet. Yes, I did. That explains why I can't get rid of it.
My thoughts, let's just focus on the task at hand. If we can get it.
Well, I was just thinking. I'm thinking about trying to like trigger anything else so that we know what's a triggering point and we can avoid the triggering points.
Well, you guys are where the thing is hidden, right? So we don't have to worry about the triggering points.
Well, we're not there yet. It's like it's on the dais, and we're not. The dais had a magical aura. This spot on the floor did not until we triggered it.
The dais does have a magical aura.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This box is hidden somewhere in this dais. So you're going to need to search for like a secret door to find where this thing is.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
But you know that square is activated, that like you can't set her down in that square again.
Yeah. Well, I say we go ahead and fly over the dais. I mean, the dais has magical aura. We don't know what exactly, but like if the whole dais has a magical aura, you want to just like fly over close to the ground and see what we can see. But if it's under the creature, I don't know. It's up to you. What do you want me to do, Peril?
Well, I'm prepared to trigger whatever this is so that we can see what it is, because if it triggers something that has a bite, I can withstand that. And then if we have to regroup,
knock on
we
wood.
can.
But not the carpet.
Not the carpet and not Treyon.
Yeah, so,
can I use my panic?
So do you want me to drop you from higher up do you want me to drop you from higher up?
Mission Impossible style.
Sure.
Do you want me to drop you from a little higher up so that like, I mean, I do have a rope actually, with like a 10-foot rope actually tied to my broom that I can tie myself to if necessary, if it's windy again, like I fell off last time. So, so I can like tie that to you and raise up like 15 feet in the air or something, and then you could just drop down that rope or whatever.
Why don't you have the rope dangling, and I'm going to step up onto the dais, and then if I need to, I'll hop onto the rope, and you can bring me up. Does that sound okay?
She'll just grab onto your dangling rope, and then you just
where would you like to land, Peril?
I would go first. Can I see anything visually that looks like it might be a doorway or where the box might be hidden? I'd like to inspect it visually from where I am currently.
Okay. Give me a perception.
We're not actually on the ground, though.
Nope. You're not. You lifted her up. I'm fine. I'm good with that.
I was just saying it sounded like Peril was
Dang
talking
it.
like she was on the ground, but she's not.
She can look from above.
I just love the fact that Oriana has a lanyard,
Yeah.
a
It's
10-foot
an 8.
lanyard on her broom in case she falls off. That's the best thing
You do not see any doors or openings on the top of this where you're looking down at it. You do see this giant creature. Do you have nature?
I do. And I'm proficient. No, I did that last time too, didn't I? Oh, I am proficient in nature.
Actually, this would be more of a medicine now that I'm thinking about it.
I have medicine.
What's your passive? Like, what do you add to the roll?
Mine?
No, Oriana.
For my
What do you add to the medicine roll?
what's my plus? I have a +9 for medicine.
+9. Yeah, so that would be your passive. Just like if you're glancing around, I would say just passively you have a 19 just to know medicine, just because it's not something you have to roll. Just like passive perception, passive insight. You are glancing at that skeleton as she's looking for a door. That is some kind of giant skeleton of a giant sea creature.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's a skeleton of the giant sea creature. It's
zoom in over
supposed to
here
be under this creature.
And did Velcion tell us it's supposed to be in a secret compartment?
Yes.
Yeah, under the
Okay.
creature.
Can I make an observation?
Yes.
And Daniel, I mean, I don't know if I can see this from way back where I'm at, but that thing with the creature on it looks pretty large, and the doors are open, right? So I'm way back here.
Yeah.
That looks like it fell off of this. Like it was hanging at one point.
Mm-hmm.
Is that part of this or not?
Yeah. I would say just with general like studying of it, you're like, that looks like it probably fell, like it was suspended somehow. Yeah.
So if this is supposed to be beneath the creature, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then I mean, we have to figure out some way of moving this giant rock out of the way, because if they're remembering what it was in the past, this may have been suspended up in the air at that point.
You're looking at your detect magic. That actually would be a conjuration magic on that dais.
Oh, the magic is
that's not
conjuration.
good. That's not good.
Oh, I don't know what it's going to conjure if we trigger that thing. Oh. Well,
give me give me an insight.
Okay.
While she's doing that, can I communicate with them to bring
Mhm.
something up?
Yep.
So I'm just gonna be like, you guys, with this cool tuning fork thing I got, I can see invisibility. So you let me know when and if you need me to
interesting.
do that.
Okay. 23.
23. You notice, okay, so you've picked up that this is a sea creature, like a giant, undersea dragon or something like that. You're not exactly sure what it is because you're not trained in that, but just the bone structure, you're like, okay, that would be fins, and
okay,
and this would be something like this. There is a motif around this base that brings to mind water, and you're thinking that it conjures some kind of water.
Some kind of water.
Water conjuration.
Okay. Okay, water conjuration.
Not
I don't know what
puppies.
to do with this. Yeah, not kittens.
It's not puppies.
Water puppies would be like seals, I guess. I don't know.
No, manatees. I don't know.
Oh, those.
No, water puppies would be seals. Yeah.
Yeah. Water doggos.
Yeah. So, I mean, I don't know what to do with that water. I'm getting water from this. There's a water creature.
Okay.
It's conjuration.
I don't know. I know that we have to find this box in order to get to the next step. So how can we get this box without?
Do you want to lower down and just touch the floor with your foot while you're holding on to the rope?
Are you out of dispel magic?
Nope.
Okay.
Do you want me to dispel the whole?
It's your
It
spell.
It may or may not work.
Yeah.
It may or may not work, but I can do it.
I was just curious.
Yeah. It may or may not work. I can try it.
Yeah.
Let's not do that.
So you have the sea invisibility. You also have You also have the crystal bow. You have the sentinel. There's other items that are available as well that you could possibly use.
Mm-hmm. Somebody throw something on it. Or I don't know what all
I'm
you're
gonna
all.
throw. I'm gonna throw
Ta-
some hand. I'm gonna throw some handfuls of
Bacon.
ball bearings. I'm gonna reach into my bag and throw some handfuls of ball bearings onto this. Just spread out all over it, just to see what happens. From 15.
You have
All right,
ball.
finally,
you have
let's
ball
do it.
bearings in your.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, it's a thing you can buy.
Yeah.
Yeah. You toss it
Man.
on. You toss it on there. They just bounce, and as
Okay.
they just bounce, just kind of spread in a chaotic pattern, and then they suddenly start to move to the middle, and then like a pillar of water forms from the top of the dais up to the ceiling, and then the bones start to float in the water.
You wanted a kraken. We got a kraken.
It looks like it's just a
Crack-a-lackin'.
display, like it just conjures water to fill that pillar to have this kraken float, the bones floating. It's just a
Okay.
display.
All right. Well, then
Also-
I'll just dispel the magic for this. Maybe.
I don't think you need to dispel that. It's really just
Doesn't sound like a threat. Yeah.
It's not a threat. It was really just a display that he could just activate water. Is you just summon water to be in that pillar, and the kraken would just the bones of the water.
Did you literally just say a kraken?
I'd seen too much of it. The water creature's bones would just float in the water.
I did not like that, sir.
Yeah.
just
So,
pillar
but the water, it's floating there. But are we supposed to be getting underneath there, where the water actually is?
Well, that's the top of it. She didn't see any doors in the top of the dais. It's got a height to it.
Oh, how high is it? Is it like 5 feet? Is it like a foot?
It's 10
Is
feet.
it-
It's 10 feet up.
Oh, it's 10 feet up. Oh, well then let's check all around the sides of it. I'll fly down 5 feet, just 5 feet off the ground, and we'll fly around the sides and just inspect the sides.
Are the other three of you staying back, or what are the other three of you doing?
I am watching closely from afar.
I'm not getting
Beaks-
involved in this.
Beaks, you want to, I don't know how good your eyesight is. I don't know if you can come within 15, 20 feet of it or whatever and just help us look. I don't know.
Flying.
Anybody.
She would
Here I come.
probably be
Flying.
the best at that, being that she's a rogue.
Here I come.
Yeah.
So
I would like,
Let's
while they're
see,
doing that, I just want to
stopping
study
here.
this cool carpet with the giant tree on it because it's really intriguing.
I would put that in my
It
house.
seems that would be right up Trayan's alley.
Would this work right here?
You're not close enough to really investigate it. You'd have to be right up beside him.
Well, that's 60. I don't know.
You
if I can
just
go
take
any
another
further.
round. No, we're just doing like loose rounds.
Okay.
You see that the carpet changes to night, and actually there's like fireflies and lightning bugs, whatever you want to call them, that are floating through the
Aw.
trees. Okay,
That's
give me an
cool.
investigation, Beaks.
26.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. On this,
Where's she been?
I pointed right over here on this side. You see the slightest of indentation of the outline of a door.
Okay. I'm going to immediately communicate that to Peril and Oriana.
Okay. Yeah. When they bring
And
it
Andrea
over
down at the end.
Yeah. When she brings you over, if she did not point it out to you, it would be very difficult to see. She rolled high enough.
Okay. So since you are good at picking locks, why don't we have me drop down first? And if that triggers something, I'll be the brunt of that. And once it's clear, if we need to have you investigate or pick a lock, we'll do it after the way is clear. How's that?
Lead the way. I love it.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. You drop down, Peril lands, and the floor stays solid.
Amazing.
Okay. Is there a magical aura around the lock pick area, whatever?
There, you see no lock.
Do we see
So
anywhere?
would this
Okay,
be
go ahead.
time for me to use my invisibility so I can see?
You can if you want.
I've just never used it before.
What
So there's
what
a-
exactly is it?
So
It's
it says
door. Does it have a
um,
handle?
No. Her invisibility thing. What does
you
it
can
do?
see invisible objects as if they
Oh,
were
gotcha.
visible, and you can
Yeah,
see
yeah.
into the ethereal plane. So it's like he said, there's no lock. But
Right.
yeah, is there just a door handle to pull on?
There's no handle. It's a secret door. It's a secret door that's it doesn't want to be obviously a door, so there's no handle or obvious lock.
So I would just investigate again.
Is the
before I
door
did
ajar?
anything crazy?
When is a door not a door?
When it's ajar.
Well, let's go into a different dimension through this door. So would that be investigation?
Yes.
Just poking around again? Okay. Here we go. It's 26 again.
You
The dice gods love
actually,
me.
with your thieves training, and especially because Valcion was the one that trained you, he trained you in kind of magical more than you realized. There's actually a spot on this that is slightly discolored, just because you're so zoomed in on it and you're rolling so well. There's actually a spot that almost looks like a fingerprint, like it's almost like grooved, like it wants you to touch that spot.
I'm going to touch the spot.
That's what she said.
Could before she does that, could I give her guidance?
Yeah.
Just reach out and touch her.
Okay.
This is getting a bit much.
You reach out to that spot, and it's really you found like the amount of grooves on a finger. You found that much of a difference in the surface of this metal, and you touch it and you lay it over it, and it kind of just warms underneath your just the imprint of your forefinger, and it slides open, and there's a keyhole there.
Ooh. Okay, I'm gonna pick it.
So use your lock picks. Should be a skill there that you can use your tools. It's activated by body heat.
So I did thieves tools. Is that right?
Yep.
Is this when I can
Okay,
use the
perfect.
guidance on her?
Yep. She can use
That's
a D4 on top of that.
23.
You
So
roll a
20
D4 on top of that
Okay, cool.
because her god gave you so 25, which is exactly what you needed actually, and
Good job.
Great job, Oriana. We did it.
she is working at this lock for one round. Gets it in one round, and you just feel it just move slightly and just starts to open to where you can grab a hold of the edge of it.
I would like
Step
shout
back.
back to Symphonia, like she got it and she got it open.
Nice.
I'm gonna kind of step out of the way now that's open because I don't need to hold on to it, right? It's just open now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I would not be the first
it just came open enough that you can kind of put a fingernail right behind it and open it the rest of the way.
Okay, so it's open, but I'm not going through first.
I look at
No,
Symphonia,
it's like 24 inches on. It's like 2 feet. on the side.
Okay.
It's just a side of this. You open it up, and you guys feel a wisp of wind, and in common, you hear, "What would you desire, Master?"
Oh wow.
Same thing we want every night.
Trying to take over the verdancy. Okay.
Anybody who's the three of you that are standing there can give me an Arcana if you have it.
While this is going on, I look at Symphonia and say, "Do you think they're going to trigger something else?"
Time will tell.
Beaks, you have no clue. You're freaked out because that thing was basically talking right in your ear.
I'm super freaked out.
Okay.
Do we know the name of this box? I don't have Arcana. I have a +2, but I'm not proficient.
You can try.
17.
Oh.
You and Peril are you kind of look at each other and they're like, I think that's an invisible servant.
Servant.
Can we
there's a
can we
spell
ask
called
for the box?
Servant. Yeah.
Box.
What do you
I
ask?
don't know what would call for the box. I don't know what's in the box that we're supposed to be getting. I didn't.
What did Velcion tell us that we are getting? We're getting the special tools that we need to correct the.
You need the
magic circle.
You need the circle template and the wizard's ink.
So that's
and the
what I
wizard's
would
ink, the
say.
circle template.
Yeah.
Okay.
What's on the box? Rant.
Oh
no!
Okay,
Hold
so what
on.
do you ask? Who asks and what do you ask for first?
Sounds like
Go
Peril
ahead,
should
Peril.
ask. He remembered. Yeah.
We need the circle templates and the magic ink.
As soon as you say circle
Wizard's
templates, as soon as you say circle templates, it appears inside the box.
Whoa.
I will reach
Okay.
into the box to take the
Yep.
circle templates.
It's a little
ballsy.
cooler
Okay.
than it is outside. Inside
Okay.
the box.
Here, I can just stick that in my
Yep.
bag of holding.
There are 3 of them.
And then Wizard's ink.
How many vials?
I don't know. Do we know how many we need?
All of them?
Yeah.
I'm not there. I'm not there.
How many can we
Say.
get?
You're probably going to need
Spoken
at
like a
least,
true rogue.
You're going to need at least 3 because there's 3 templates. So you might want to bring a couple extra.
Yeah,
So how
let's
about
get a little
5?
extra.
6.
5 vials that just kind of glitter like there's glitter in the ink, like it's black ink, but it looks like there's just glitter suffused in it, just like
Ooh.
floating in it. All 5 of them appear in a, like you would think of like a laboratory where you can put like the different tubes, the test tubes. They're all in one wooden case
Holder.
just
Rack.
Rack. Yeah.
Yep.
Great. So then I'd be
Okay.
like, let's beat feet out of here.
Get
but
outta here.
Actually, let's fly so we
Yeah,
don't trigger
don't-
anything
yeah.
on
Is that
the way
it?
out.
We're not gonna ask for anything else.
Hey,
Ooh, a magic box giving us what we want. Can I talk to the box now?
Yes.
yeah.
Go for it.
Like a
Box,
drive-through.
give me what I need.
I don't understand your command, Master.
Box, I'm on a mission. It's dangerous. I need something. Give me what I need.
I still don't understand your command, Master. And to remind you, if you say 3 commands that are not correct, there will be things that occur.
Chat GBT will get you.
How about we quit while
We-
we're ahead?
Yeah,
Yeah,
let's
we-
go
yeah,
do
we
what
don't know
you
what's
guys
in there.
do.
Yeah.
Anybody else? Anybody else gonna try? You guys, the
No,
magic
thank
box
you.
giving us what we want. Crazy.
Yeah, but you've already given it 2 incorrect things.
Yeah.
If we ask for something that's not in there the third
There's
time,
consequences.
there's
We've got what we
consequences.
want. Let's go.
All right. All right. All right. Come on.
So we're just like,
We do
we'll
want
go.
to save your city. Yeah.
Yeah.
Give me what
Okay.
I need.
So I
That
would get
rogue
back
is
on
like
the
so
broom.
close.
Yeah. I get back on the broom with Oriana so that we can
Okay.
fly back over and hopefully not trigger any other surprises.
Absolutely.
You
Let's
step
go.
back. You step back from the door. The door closes again. The lock is gone. If you didn't know that door was there, it'd still be very tough to hear to see. A wisp, just kind of like the feel of the wind as the invisible servant disappears, and you guys can fly back to the other end of the room if you want.
Great.
Excellent. I don't want to mess with wizard stuff. I'm not going to stop Beaks from doing it, but
I know I'm still down there. But it looks like we're
did you hop on, Peril? Are you going to come with me?
Yes. I'm sorry. Yes.
It'll take you 2 rounds to get there just because you're slowed down, but yeah, you guys can get back. If you guys don't do anything else, you can just step back through that temporary circle of teleportation and go back to the room with Felsian.
Beaks?
That's what I'm doing.
Beaks?
Beaks what?
I'm not going anywhere. Oh, are you there? Okay.
I'm already down. I was down there before y'all were.
No, I
Yeah, she can get there she can get there faster. So
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
So you guys step back
No,
through. You
I
go
wa-
back in. Go ahead. I'm
I
sorry.
might need to come back to this room at some point. Then.
now that you know where
It is your
the
city.
drive-through is.
I mean, I'm sorry. There's a magic what that gives us what?
And
we have,
then
we have baddies to slay. I don't know if you remember, but
I do. I want something to help me do that. Why would we not try?
Treon, as you're looking at this at the carpet as they're going, there was a raven that lands in the branch closer to you, and it just keeps turning its head and looking at you with one eye.
Oh.
greetings, my friend.
Then it turns the other way and just kind of does that whole bird head thing where it's looking.
Who are you
at
talking to?
Treon.
Our
Treon,
feathered
who are you
friend-
talking to?
Our feathered friend.
Beaks?
That is no. Do I point to the carpet?
Yeah, they can all see the raven.
it.
Yeah, the raven
It's
is
there.
sitting in the branch. Okay, there's nothing there. It was just a thematic thing. Yeah, guys, you step through and go back to the room with Velcion. And okay, so just to keep things moving along, we can do a short rest. Anybody can heal up if they need to. I think the only person, just a couple of you, took some damage. Who wants to make the Arcana check to prime these templates?
I don't have Arcana.
I have Arcana, but clearly I've offended some kind of numbered deity. Did you
So
roll,
you're
Peril?
sorry and roll.
I'm sorry, I'm rolling. Where is it? There it is.
Yes, I rolled.
Okay, sorry, I just got to find it real quick.
Wait, sorry. So it's the first roll. It's 22.
22.
Ignore
okay,
that second roll.
you can roll with advantage because you are getting assistance from.
Rolling 22.
Yep. So that's good enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you get you basically he's telling you what to do as you are putting the ink on the template, and it's lighting up in certain areas, and he's telling you move to this sector. He's using the axials to kind of point exactly where you need to be. But with that roll, you are able to prime 3 of these templates. He goes, he thinks from the times that he has been in that room, because he can go back and look a little bit, there are 3 damaged areas. So he's saying that you are going to enter the room, you're going to take the potion that you got from the corpse flower that will allow you to enter into the time stop spell. He is not certain what it's going to be like when you step in there, because this time stop spell, for those that are in there, it is their time. Like, he can't be in there anymore because his essence is in the crystal now. He can look in. But what is occurring to them is stopped. When you are in there, it's like you're going to be in there, but you're not. It's going to be this kind of limbo thing. He's not exactly sure what you're going to experience, but it's one of those things of you're going to have to see what happens.
Ooh.
Okay, so just as a refresher, what do we need to accomplish inside the time stop? We're not trying to kill like the worst thing ever.
You are trying to use the 3 templates that you just primed with the wizard's ink successfully. They've scanned it. It's done right. He thinks there are 3 spots in the circle of summoning that was used to pull in this pit fiend. He broke free of it because it was for some reason these 3 areas failed, and he killed the 3 wizards in the room before. But as he was dying, Greystaff used the power that was coming through the portal to power a time stop spell, and that's time stop spell is what's starting to fail now. You guys have got to step in and place these templates in the weakened areas, and once you get all 3 in, the circle should reactivate and pull him back into the. And in
the meantime, with his evil talon, he can be casting stuff at us.
He is able to affect the outside world, but as soon as you're in there, he doesn't know what's going to happen inside. He doesn't think that he'll be able to because their time is stopped. But once you're in there, you should be clear of him. Now, there might be some things you have to deal with because there's sometimes like a fear aura for the pit fiend. Like if you get too close to him, you might have to make saves to approach. Because they give off fear.
So when we go into the time stop, we're not actually going to be. He's not going to suddenly like animate.
No, he doesn't believe that's true because their time is stopped. This potion is letting you walk into it in a different way.
Like not in phase with it.
Yes, you're like exactly like you're out of phase.
Okay.
What language does the pit? I mean, it would be. What does he speak?
He would be
infernal.
Infernal.
I speak infernal.
Oriana.
Who else speaks infernal? Just me.
If you start talking to this thing, it's not a good thing, anyways.
I'm not going to talk to it.
I don't want you.
If I hear anything,
says anything. Yeah. I mean, I don't know if it's going to be able to communicate once it's got another presence in there that it's going to try to sway to its, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Mhm.
You
Okay.
don't know what it's going to try to do.
Okay,
right.
so
There are several
yeah.
things. So we
No, go
all are
ahead.
going to have to take that potion, right? So that's going to allow us to go into the time stop. All of us take a
Yes.
potion.
Yeah, the corpse
Okay.
flower potion. Yeah.
Before we go into the room, I am going to want to take my potion of heroism and cast Beacon of Hope on all of us.
Okay.
Thank you.
Is any
Beacon
of
of
that a
Hope.
concentration?
Beacon of Hope is concentration.
Okay.
And it will give all of us advantage on wisdom saving throws and death saving throws. And when any healing is done to you, you would get the max point on the dice. Like if it's
Okay.
like a roll a d8, you would get the 8.
Okay.
Kind of thing.
Am I assuming that the
I'm
people that were
also-
injured did during the rest used hit die to get their hit points up?
I
Yeah, I
used
did.
two
I
two
did.
hit dice.
Okay.
I used to.
Okay. Okay.
I'm also going to take my potion of heroism.
Okay. So who all is taking their potion here? Safandra already did.
Yep.
Yesterday,
Do I have one of
yeah.
those?
Everybody did.
Yes.
Oh.
Yep.
Let me put
Yep,
that in.
I'm taking
Put that
mine
in there.
too.
That gives us all, those of us who take it, temporary hit points of 10.
Mm-hmm. Triana, are you taking it?
Yes.
Okay.
And what did you bless us with, Oriana?
It is okay, first of all, with your heroism, you will have, without me using a spell slot, as if you are blessed. That means that with every attack roll and saving throw, yes, attack roll and saving throw, you get to add a d4 to every single one.
Okay.
All right. So that's part of your heroism. For the Beacon of Hope, you get advantage on wisdom saving throws and death saving throws. And when it comes to healing, we won't have to roll any dice. You'll get the max number on the die.
Okay.
Great.
As long as I'm concentrating, that's a concentration.
How do you
I
use that?
I would say one difference on that Beacon of Hope though is if you take a potion, that spell was cast already. That you won't get max for the healing potion. It's if it's a spell cast while the Beacon of Hope
it doesn't stack.
No, it just doesn't get the full healing.
Okay.
Because that
All right.
already exists.
All right. Okay. Because this says saving throws and regains the maximum number of hit points possible from any healing.
I would still say that spell is already cast. You're just finishing it. So any new spells, once you cast Beacon of Hope from here on out, would. So like if you cast a healing spell, or if somebody has a healing ability, like the Druid, I think you have healing spells. Anything you cast from here on out would.
Okay. Okay, I see the distinction. Got it.
Yeah.
All right.
You can still use healing potions. It's just not.
It just won't be. You still have to roll the dice.
Yes. Yes.
Got it. Okay.
Okay.
I need to mark off my spell slots.
So we're going to go really fast on this. If everybody has what they need, if you have any other prep, let's get that done real quick. And because we're going to just basically get you back to the interest of that room real quick.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay. You guys have been in this room. I'm going to explain again. There is no map on this. This is going to be a little bit more theater of the mind. I'm going to explain what's in this room, but I am going to show you what is in there. I don't know if we've ever done this.
Oof.
So if you look at roll 20, do you guys see the picture?
Yeah.
That is the pit feed. It is 12 feet tall, and it is taking up most of the room. This looks like it was a storage room. It was really just like shelves and things that have been knocked about. He is in the middle of this time stop. The portal is between the door. So you walk in the door. The closest to you is the portal, the edge of the portal. He is on the other side of it. He has ripped out the throat of one wizard on the other side of him. To the right of him and down beside the portal is Greystaff. Greystaff has his ribs, his chest is caved in from the mace. So he is dying as well, but he has got a hand reaching into the portal into hell and has cast the time stop spell. So he's got one hand into the portal and is got a hand up casting. And then it looks like this thing threw a table at Velcion, who is younger. It's not as young as the dark wizard that summoned him, but he's younger than Greystaff. And it looks like the one of the pieces of wood went through his chest, and he is reaching back as he's got that through his chest, and he's touching a root. So basically, the center of the room is the portal. He's on the other side of the portal. So you basically have to get into the time stop, get to the portal, and correct the 3 spots. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. I remember talking to the wizard, and I know I can't save the one we've been talking to, but did he think that there might be any chance I could save Greystaff?
He said if you could, he would really appreciate it if he would be in your debt. And you picked up, I don't think you told anybody else, but there was
love.
There was a love context there.
Yeah.
Yep. He kind of choked up a little bit. It was a high insight,
Yep.
and you were the one that was able to catch it. But he understands if you can't. He does not know what thousands of years of having his hand in a portal to hell, holding, what has happened to him. He doesn't know. Because they're not dead.
Is completing the circle going to take, do we know, arcane, whatever, what kind of ability that's going to take?
Because of the templates that you have now activated with the Wizard Sync, it's kind of it's almost like a puzzle piece that basically this is designed to just rapidly, instantly repair a summoning circle. It's a wizard thing that they can basically, they don't have to redo us. Like he could use these templates to just do something very quickly instead of actually doing a ritual. So it's basically you're putting it down. It will get used up, but it will go in like a puzzle piece and fix the area that's been damaged.
It's a wizard's linoleum tile.
Yeah. It's so he doesn't have to do an hour-long ritual or 10-minute ritual to draw a circle. He can do these, but they can be used in this way.
We're gonna have this portal. Yeah.
All right. So we can
I'm gonna
see where the 3 broken spots are.
You can't from where you're at, just because it would be. You could try with Arcana if you're trained in Arcana. You can try it from where you are here. There's some stuff in the way. He has the ability to kind of get all angles because there's different routes that he can look from different sides of the room, and he also is trained in what that should look like. It may not be easy for you to see with your unwizardly eyes. Like you're trained. If you're trained in it, you might have a chance.
Quick. All right, I've got a question. Where are we communicating with him? Correct.
With who? Velcion?
Yeah.
Velcion.
Yeah.
Okay. So you can see where it's damaged, correct?
Yes.
Okay. I hold up the 3 pieces of paper or whatever, the circles.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I give one to.
They're actually each made of marble.
Okay. Oh. I give one to Peril.
Okay.
I give one to Symphonia, and I hold the other one. Where is this one going to go? Is it across?
Each of them can be used. Each of them can be used anywhere.
Oh, interchangeably.
Yeah.
Okay,
it just has to go on the damaged spot.
Okay. Where are the 3 damaged spots?
He says
one close. Is there one far away? Where are they at?
He says one of them, if you were to look at it like a clock, is like 1 o'clock, and you're coming in at 6.
Okay.
So like if you're looking at it and the other side is 12, there's one in the 1 o'clock range, there's one in the 10 o'clock range, and there's one in the 5 o'clock range.
Is it 1 o'clock near or far? Like when I say
Across.
near, let's say
like we're at 6, so it's at 1 o'clock.
I know that I'm saying. I'm just trying to say, is it closer to the center or is it further out from the center? 1 o'clock.
It's like if the circle was a clock, it's 1 o'clock.
Okay, so where the numbers are.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. That's good. All right.
How is the pit fiend oriented on the clock? Like, is he facing forward like he is in this picture?
No. You are looking over his right shoulder.
So he's at 6 o'clock.
Yeah. No, he's at about 2 or 3.
Oh,
So he's facing the 1 o'clock hole.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Ooh, that's gonna suck.
So I would say one of us that's a little beefier should take the 1 o'clock.
Yeah.
I'm
spot.
happy to do it. I feel like I'm a little.
He's
wispier.
actually
Sure.
one step. He's actually one step out of the circle. He's on the outside of the
Okay.
circle. That's why he's able to act. When you complete this, it's going to pull him back in.
All right.
So he's
I'll take
actually.
one.
Okay.
But basically, the way it looks like, if you go to 1 o'clock, you're by his left foot. That's the closest you're going to be. You're literally going to be by his left foot.
I got this.
I
All right.
can take 10. You want to, or do you want a 10, Peril? Either way.
I can take 10, and then Symphonia and I are essentially flanking him.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll take 5, which means I'll be behind him.
But you'll also be free to react whichever way he breaks.
Yeah.
Well, he shouldn't be.
He shouldn't be breaking
He
at
should
all.
only be getting sucked into the middle. That's the idea.
That is the hope. I agree.
Okay.
So
you are so the door closes behind you. Velcion says as soon as you step into that time stop, he will not be able to speak to you. The Axials will not be able to enter. As soon as you go in, you're like 3 feet away from the edge of the circle, or edge of the spell.
Yeah.
You can see where the spell stops because things are falling out of the. You can see where it's happening.
Wait, I'm sorry. Where's the other wizard? That well, I don't know that you didn't tell us.
Yeah, where's Greystaff?
Greystaff is he would be at 4 o'clock.
Okay.
So it'll be next.
And he's actually yeah.
Mm-hmm. And
So 1
I would
o'clock's
ask,
out of the
is Beak still got the psionic connection up?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Velcion's body he would be at 9 o'clock, but he's at the wall. He's not on the circle. He's pinned against the wall. So he's further away. The other darker wizard that summoned him and screwed up, he's 12 o'clock and further into the wall, kind of clutching.
We don't care about him.
Yeah. So I'm just trying to help you understand. So
Thank you.
the door closes. As soon as you go in, there will be no additional help offered, or no help can be offered. You have to drink the potion to be able to get out of phase enough to enter this. So that's the next step, unless you guys are doing anything else.
Ready to go?
We got the thing that Oriana cast on us.
Yep.
We have our potion of heroism on. That gave us what, 10 hit points?
10 temporaries. Yep.
Oriana, are you going to try and work on the wizard while we're?
I am going. That's my focus. I'm going to
Love it.
immediately go for that and see. And now, if something happens to one of y'all and I have to break off from him, I will. But I'll go there first.
Beaks, will you be our queen of communication and eyes?
Absolutely.
On the prize.
So we are all entering at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Okay.
So you
I'll
pop the
double-
cork. Glug glug glug.
Yep, I'll double shot my potions.
Okay.
Drinking the potion.
You all step in, and I am going to, if I can I share my screen, or you can?
Absolutely, yeah. Just hit present, and I'll bring it in.
Where's present?
Down at the bottom, under your
StreamYard.
Yep.
on StreamYard.
I see what you're doing. Okay.
Shout out to Chill Chat hanging with us as we're about to take on our first BBEG.
BBG. Okay, that was horrible, but whatever.
It's okay.
Facing BBEGs is horrible, so
That is not. It's not sharing what. Yeah.
I clicked on the wrong one. I thought you were
There
sharing.
we
I thought you were sharing Roll20 as well. I was like, well, I was sharing that. I mean,
Can I move that out there? I can. Okay, there we go. So you guys step in and are immediately floating in a cloud of lightning all around. You feel like you are no longer in your body. You are now kind of moving. You're floating in a way, but it's almost like it's your mind that is controlling now what we're dealing with. So I want everybody to add up their charisma score, intelligence, and wisdom, and add those up and tell me, what the actual numbers are, the actual scores.
Okay.
I should have them right. So when you get them, I figured this out before.
Charisma.
Yeah.
Okay.
What do you mean the astral
Charisma and
score
then
like
what?
12, 13,
Yeah.
14, like
Yeah.
that? Okay, thank you.
Add those up. So you guys are now floating in this
Tell me again what the 3 are. Charisma, what and what?
Intelligence, wisdom.
Intelligence, wisdom, charisma. None of the physicals.
I have a 41.
Okay. Yep. I have Pearl for 41. Beaks, I have it a 40. 42 for Symphonia. Trion is a 43.
Yep.
And Oriana is a 45, I believe.
Correct.
Okay. So keep track of those numbers. Those are your hit points now.
Oh, God.
Good.
Oh, change of plans.
So much for drinking the potion of heroism.
No. The potion of heroism, you get those 10 extra points are added on.
Oh, so I'm at 53. All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good thing you said that.
Yeah, I was like, man, we just wasted all kinds of shit.
Jeez.
Okay, so the best way I can explain this is the feeling of the original Guardians of the Galaxy at the end when they have the Power Stone.
The dance off, or after the dance off. Yeah.
You cannot see anybody else running this. You are stuck in this kind of cloud with magical lightning going on. You can feel the presence of everybody else together with you. So here's what's going to happen is each round, somebody in the group is going to have to make a different check because you're going to act as a group. Someone has to make a wisdom save to keep the group together. If they fail, another person can try, but you can't do one of the other actions. Once that happens, you have to make an athletics check to move to the circle. So one person is making the wisdom save for the group. One person is making the athletics check. And once you move towards it and are actually close enough, you'll have to do another check to start putting in the 3 pieces. Every round that you're in the maelstrom, you're going to take damage, or one person can take the damage for everybody. But you don't know what happens if someone drops out. So you can choose every round who's doing what. But in case if nobody takes the damage for everybody, then each of you will take damage. Do I make sense?
Does it get divided between us?
Yes.
Okay.
But
okay,
it's like this is completely your choice as a group. Do you each want to take damage every round, or do you want one person to try to take more of the damage for everybody? It's going to be more damage to that one person. And the other thing I can say is class abilities will work in this. So think about what class abilities you have.
And what form of damage is it?
This would be force damage.
Force. Okay.
So, I mean, I still have the ability, if class features still work, I still have the ability to rage and half my damage.
And I'm going to say in this case that this is the one time rage will half force damage. Normally it's just bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing. But for this, because of what the situation is, you're using your force of will to resist the damage. So yes, you could do that. And if you take the damage, you would half of it.
And I have the lesser and the greater healing and my stone's rest for one round. Like I have some advantages here to take in those hits.
Yep.
Okay. I would like to do the wisdom.
What's your wisdom?
My wisdom is I have a 20, so it's a +5. Okay. And now is it like a skill check? Right. Is it going to be a skill check or
it's an athletics all you know right now is someone needs to move the group
the wisdom
with athletics. It's a wisdom save.
So wisdom I'm happy save. Doing the athletics.
But then you can't take the damage, or everybody takes the damage.
I've got +3 athletics.
Okay.
Proficient. Is that? I don't know.
Can I do the wisdom save?
Okay. First round we're in. Wisdom save from DanaLou.
I can do Arcana if anything Arcana comes up.
Oh, awesome. 16 + 10, 26.
Okay.
I also had advantage.
Yes, because of the So you guys actually see DanaLou or Oriana step up, and she actually becomes larger than she normally is, and she actually has angelic wings that come around and wrap around everyone and pulls you all together.
Okay.
They are black
Okay.
angelic wings, but they're still
Like a
angelic.
little
They're
prayer.
still wings.
They go really
Beautiful.
beautiful with my
Oh, I can't s-
with
well,
my
I
red
shouldn't sing that.
horns and red
Mhm.
skin.
Ah.
Black
Okay,
and
so
red.
she pulls you all together, so now you can act as a unit. So we can do the athletics or we can do the damage. Which do you want to do next?
Might as well. I'll do athletics. Do I have like proficient or whatever it's called? What
Advantage?
is? Yeah,
I don't think so.
No.
I think it was just on wisdom saves.
got it. Okay.
Yeah, it's wisdom and death.
Wisdom and death.
All
Yeah.
right, athletics. Here we go. 13.
13. Okay. You try to force it forward, and you were not able to.
Okay.
So you kind of push. You see what she did, and you're like, okay, now I feel like what I need to do, and you don't have the you don't have the feel down of how to move without a body. So you just spent
Okay.
that time, and you try to force it, and nothing happened.
Okay.
So damage. Are we giving damage to everybody, or what are we doing?
No, give damage to me.
Okay. So are you using a bonus action to rage first?
Yes, please. Reckless rage.
Okay.
Beaks, what's
frenzy.
your athletics, Beak?
My athletics is 1.
Yeah, I'm at 0. I'm just
Yeah.
trying to figure out
So
who
three,
can.
3 was good for Kritter
Yeah.
It was just a bad roll.
or
Okay.
Oriana.
So you see. Okay, so you have the wings kind of wrapping around everybody. Peril moves just slightly ahead, like she's not moving 30 feet like you were trying to do, Kritter, but she moves forward and lightning comes at her, and she just extends out both hands, and the lightning
Graces.
hits her instead.
Hmm.
What did I say?
No, you're good.
The
Did I say
lightning's
anything?
racist.
Oh, okay.
I think. Is
Oh,
what
the
you-
lightning's
No.
racist. Okay, I was like, did I say
No,
something?
I said braces. I said she
Oh.
braces.
Oh, okay.
I thought you said
I just
racist.
heard, I heard racist. I was like,
I was like, the
What did I-
lightning's
what did I
racist.
say?
Okay. Okay.
Okay, so you would normally take 25 force. You take it down to 12.
Okay.
Okay,
Yes.
so that's one round. If either of the other two of you want to do an athletics, you can do it because you didn't do any other checks.
But we can do that to see just if it helps.
I just want to make sure something. So I'm proficient in athletics. The number next to athletics here is 3. I don't add my proficiency bonus on top of that, other than 3. Right? I roll a d20.
What's your strength?
Wait, does she have advantage?
No, apparently
No.
not. My
Oh.
strength is 0.
So you add all you have added to it is your proficiency of 3.
So only 3. Okay, just
That's how
make
you
sure.
get 3. Yeah. If you had a strength score, it would get added on 3 plus that.
That makes sense. Okay.
And the heroism potion doesn't help at all.
I don't have heroism.
Not for
Oh,
her.
you didn't. Oh.
No.
Not on this.
You can cast spells if anybody wants to cast spells here. Like if anybody has guidance, they could use that as well. But that would be your action to cast guidance instead of taking a check. So, or if you wanted to give enhanced attributes or anything that gives bonuses, you can cast spells. You have all access to your slots.
Aside from the one action that we're doing, right?
Yes. Like if you choose to cast a spell, that's what you're doing for the round.
Oh, okay. So since
So I
Oriana
thought we
has
were going to
already
be able
done
to
the
do
one thing-
both.
No.
So we can do a
one
check or
yes, or an action. Yeah.
okay.
Right.
I let Jessica do it as a bonus action because it's a bonus action that doesn't actually take up an action.
So does this mean that we'll have to move the whole group to each of the 3 spots? Okay.
All right. So Beaks, do you have a +1, which is better than my +0 to move us? If you want to try that, what my Arcana? I'm hoping that's what we need for placing the slab, the sticker.
Yeah, because athletics is what we're looking at, right?
Yeah.
Right now, currently.
Mhm.
So I
Yep.
have 1.
Yep.
And then strength, I have a 1 in the. Is that relevant?
I have 0 on both.
I didn't hear that. Sorry.
And do we
But you-
decide?
if it's actually, I'm going to take a step back. I apologize. I should do this in a better way. we'll do athletics or acrobatics. So what did you roll?
Oh
Critter,
shit!
if you
My
had
acrobatics is 7. I rolled
Yeah,
a
my
10.
acrobatics is 7.
Okay,
So I would
that's-
have gotten 17.
Yeah.
Okay. 17. Okay. So you did
Oh,
move
thank
forward
God.
this round. So
Okay.
yeah, now that I'm thinking about it, athletics is not as fair because anytime you do one, they usually like if you're resisting a grapple, it'd be athletics or acrobatics. So I'll be fair and we'll do acrobatics this way. So acrobatics
for me.
17. So we're gonna redo that a little bit. She wrapped everybody around. Peril stepped up and took the lightning bolt. You did the acrobatics and moved everybody. So you just stepped forward and you basically reached an arm back and feel like you're touching everybody through the wings, and you just move forward and just will your force of will forward, and you move forward. So that's the first round. So the start of the next round, we have moved through this heaviest part of the maelstrom, and you see now the room that you were in. You basically just went through the edge of the maelstrom. It's still there, like you can still feel the lightning. You still have to move through it like this, but it's not as severe. It's still the same kind of thing, but you are now basically you took one step into the circle. You are at 6 o'clock on the circle. What do you want to do next?
So, sorry, are we still in round 1 since like Beaks hasn't done anything yet?
No, this Beaks and Beaks and Treon can do something else if they want, but that was the first round was just moving in. So now round 2, you're actually in a place you can do more. So we can go in any order you guys want to do. Do you want to do wisdom first? Do you want to take the damage first? Do you want to do what do you want to do?
Happy to keep us.
You have to. This one is still moving. This is moving us to. Okay, so are you going to the 5 o'clock, 10 o'clock, or 1 o'clock? Which one?
It's probably 5 because it's the closest.
It's way
right
closer,
nearby.
Yeah. 5 because it's the closest.
Yep. This changes our entire.
Although,
plan.
doesn't it make sense to keep Zuul, to have Zuul keep us together before we move, or is?
Yeah,
we're all moving together.
That's probably true. Let's do the wisdom save.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
So
every round she has to hold you together.
Oh,
then-
gotcha.
Do I need to do the wisdom save first every round?
Yep.
That feels like appropriate. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Here we go. Okay, that one's not so great. That's only a 10. Oh, it's a wisdom save. Oh, I have advantage. Whew, that was an 11 actually. I have advantage. Oh yes, natural 20. So it's a 30.
Okay.
I rolled a,
I gotta change
I rolled
that,
a 1 and a 20.
Nice.
Nicely done.
So she encircles you. Do we want to do damage next, or do you want to do the acrobatics to move us forward?
I could do acrobatics to move us forward.
Sure.
Okay.
Sure.
Okay. Let's go.
Go.
Yeah, that's a
16.
And did you drink your heroism potion?
I did.
She did.
Does she get a bless?
I don't think so. Not for acrobatics. That's
Attacks
just
and saves.
Oh.
And saves.
attacks and saves. You get a D4.
Okay. So you move forward to the 5 o'clock. Now let's do the damage. Peril.
Yep.
You step forward again, like for everybody.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
You doing it again? Okay. Bonus action.
Yes.
Keeping that going.
Yes.
You take 15 points of force.
Oh,
I've already
15
halved it.
points first. Oh, that's halved?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm
I've already
going to.
halved, yeah.
Yep. I'm going to stones rest that.
Okay. So you are at 5 o'clock now. Someone can use either sleight of hand. Okay, so now that you're in the spell, you can see the damage portions because you're actually looking from this. You're not looking at it through immortal eyes. You're looking at it through kind of ethereal eyes. You can see the flow of magic in the circle, and you can see the 3 damage spots. So it is very easy to place it. You know exactly where it is because it's a weaker zone within this circle. So sleight of hand or arcana?
Sleight of hand, I have 9.
You
Anybody
already
beat
you
that?
moved the group forward.
Ah, okay.
Arcana, I
Damn.
got +5.
So that's better
That's
than
good.
my sleight of
Okay.
hand. Mine's 4.
And we have this advantage, right?
No
Do I have
disadvantage, just
No.
normal.
Oh, just regular. All right.
No.
Okay, here we go. Jobu, don't.
Okay. You all feel the power of the magic that he's holding in his hand. This marble piece. It wasn't super heavy, but it's still marble. It's almost like a piece of a countertop. It is glowing with runes now on the ethereal side, and you see as it gets closer, his hands start to shake. If he was actually had hands, because of the force that this thing is getting so close, as it's getting closer and closer to the spot, and actually as you get there, it flies out of your hand and snaps into position, and that portion of the circle is now purified.
Ooh,
Okay.
goodness.
Nice.
Now
Okay.
the wizard gray staff is at 4.
Yeah.
He's at 4:00. Yeah.
That's the closest.
So you see him. You see him start to move his eyes towards you, like Superman in
yeah.
Justice
where
League.
he
Batman.
sees the Flash.
Oh yeah, Justice League. Yeah.
Like you can see him start to move his eyes towards you, and
That was such a good-
give me a we'll just go off of everybody's perception is high enough at this point. You can actually see energy coming out of his chest and going into the portal, like it has been draining energy out of his body.
Can I do a bonus action?
Yeah.
Okay.
What are you trying to
if
do?
I can, if he is within 60 feet of me, I'd like to cast Healing Word on him just to see if it works at all.
As you go to do it, you can't target him because he's frozen. You can target your group because you're in phase with this group.
Oh.
Can I try to keep us moving since I haven't done an action yet?
No, there's only one movement per turn.
Okay.
So, but if she missed, you could have tried.
Okay.
Okay, so we're in the second round. So now we're back around to the third round. We're going to do the wisdom save.
Okay.
Okay. Here we go.
Come on, Oriana.
25.
Okay, easily keep the group
Great
together.
job.
You want to do the
Reach
damage?
Nice.
Or you want to move the group? We'll do damage.
Move us.
That's the easiest one.
Oh.
Move us? Okay. Who wants
No,
to do the move?
I'll do it.
Where do you want to go? 1 or 10?
It's a 20 plus 7.
Easily
27.
done.
It's a nat 20.
Let's go to 10.
I gotta fix that. I gotta
Does that
fix
sound
those
good?
pop-ups.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
well, head towards
go to
10,
10.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because that'll put us in front of him at
Mhm.
1 o'clock if anything goes south, and we can do what we,
Yeah.
do what we do
Yeah.
best.
You take. I've already halved it. You take 20 points of force.
Where are you at right now, Peril?
Yeah, that's what I want to know.
I'm reeling.
Can I flowering vine that?
Yeah. You still have access to that kind of stuff.
Okay, I'll flowering vine it. I don't know what that means. How much I'm taking?
Yeah.
I
May
forget how that
go-
works.
I think it's a reaction,
Okay.
and you can absorb the damage, or is it half the damage? I don't remember.
I'm pulling it up right now. Give
I
me
think
one
it's
second.
half, but yeah, just let me know.
And that would be. Wait, she moved us. Can she do that? Oh no, because flowering vine is a bonus action. Okay, good. I just want to.
Well, I will say this, Kritter, just so you know, flowering vine. If you take the damage, it's the damage that she would have taken, not the half damage.
I think
So that would be 40.
So it would, but it would be 20, assuming it halves it, which is what I'm thinking. All flowering vine. You know what I mean? Like assuming I take half and she takes half. I think that's how it works.
I don't remember if the flowering vine takes you all or half. I don't remember what
thought
it is.
it was
I apologize.
Someone feed her a potion.
Jeez Louise, took me forever to find it. Reaction, 1 flower within 20 feet, damage from a hit to another player. So that would be the whole
Full damage,
hit.
so 40.
Yeah, I don't think you should do
Ooh.
that.
Yeah, that
I'd
would put me
rather
at
Somebody
2.
feed her a potion.
Yeah.
Will that
I'll
work?
take
I have a
the
potion.
20.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep, I'll take the 20. And then if you
Okay.
give me a potion,
Which one? I need regular or greater?
Greater.
Greater, you got it.
yeah.
Cheers.
and then we maximize that because of Beacon of Hope, correct?
Nope. That
said
was
no.
cast before the Beacon of Hope was cast.
Okay, so I'm rolling.
Potions are basically like hanging spells. They exist until you activate them.
So I'm rolling that. And how much is a greater?
Okay, so who is going to try to place it now? You have sleight of hand or Archon.
I can do it. I haven't
Yeah,
done
you do
anything.
it this time.
Who
'Cause I've
did
got
the move?
something else.
I did the move.
Safandra did the move. Okay, just want to make sure.
And then I've got something that I'm going to do as well
got
after she
29.
places it.
Oh, not 20.
Okay. Nice.
So I got a total
Again,
of
you
16 points back.
Okay, great.
Thank you.
You weren't one of those that was holding the spell template when you walked in, but when you thought about being the one to place it, it appeared in your hands from the person that was holding it. So
This
it's
makes
like
so much
you're
sense.
all working as a group now, and you feel the power in the runes. It's almost glowing so bright you can't look directly at it. And as you get closer, you feel the vibration as it gets stronger and stronger and stronger, and then snaps into place, and that part is cleared.
Awesome. I'm like, this is for you, Grace. Stop.
So how far down are you from your
What's
from
your
max?
health at?
I'm about half.
Okay.
Less than half.
Which is
so
you're at 20 something?
28.
Okay, well, I have my thing to do. I didn't do any of the important stuff. So
Okay.
that would be a cure wounds. 2d8 plus
nice.
4 on just on peril. I almost did
So
it.
do you roll it or do I roll it?
Oh, there's no rolling if it's a cure wounds, if it's a spell.
Yep, because
Okay.
bless.
I'm going to ask this question. Her action was taking the damage. Who did the potion?
Wine Spring.
That was
Beaks.
is that a bonus? Yeah, Beaks
No,
did.
Basically,
Oh,
Beaks, your action was placing the tile, the template.
Okay, then
Safandria
Someone
moved
else
us.
did it.
So he had to be the one doing the potion.
Okay, I'll do the
Okay.
potion.
Okay.
That's
Okay.
fine. So
Okay.
I will remove
So-
the potion from my list.
Yeah, in the ethereal nature of this, basically you hold the potion in your hands and you will it to her, and you
Yeah,
see
yeah.
it just disappear and blow away in the wind, and you see just energy diffusing through her
Okay.
body.
So
Okay.
You're
so
good.
I'm at
Wow.
I get it.
28. I'm at 28.
Great. For round 4, wisdom save to keep the group together.
Yeah, I was gonna say, because if you want me to do some healing, somebody else will have to do the wisdom.
No, I
do
think
the
your
wis-
wisdom
you
is
do the
awesome.
wisdom. Yeah, you do
the
the
Keep
wisdom.
rocking
wisdom.
the
you.
wisdom.
Yeah.
I can do
Okay.
healing if necessary.
Okay, because we got to. Okay.
No, yeah, and I think Wine Springs got sleight of hand.
Yeah.
Probably.
Beaks have sleight of hand.
Yep.
And
Yeah.
I got the movement, so I
Yep.
think we're set.
All right. Oh, I can do it again. Sorry. 19.
Okay. The black wings, even though you're not taking damage in the maelstrom the way it is, it's not as severe, but you do see it is not easy what you're doing, even though it's ethereal and in your mind. There are feathers that are flying away and are getting pulled away because of so it's not like you're taking damage, but it's a force of will that you're doing to hold the group together.
Yeah.
And okay, so that is the holding them together. Do we want to do the damage and then the move?
Move then damage.
Yes.
Move then damage. Okay.
It's 23.
23.
Nice.
Okay. Easily done. You slide to the last position, which I think is right by the. Is it right
Yeah.
by his? Right by
Yeah,
his
1
foot?
o'clock.
Left foot.
Yeah.
Left foot.
Peril steps forward and protects everyone. In a way, is larger than everyone and is the same size as everyone. But when she steps forward, she grows to the size of almost a mountain in the way that she protects everybody, and the lightning attracts to her.
Did he mute?
No, I'm trying to do the math
No,
in my head.
math.
What's
Nope.
half of 37?
18.
18,
18.
roughly.
You
Yeah.
take 18 force.
Okay.
What are you at now?
20.
You should be at 20. Yeah.
Sorry, 10.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry.
Okay, so now we are at the last template placement. I think that's
so I'm
Wine
gonna
Spring or Beaks.
sleight of hand. Beaks is doing her sleight of hand thing. It's 10.
You rolled a 1. It's an automatic failure. you've held this thing before, and you weren't surprised anymore by the light of it. But as you step forward, you have a moment of doubt in yourself, and you're just not sure where it came from, and you just lose that connection to it, and it falls out of your hand.
Yeah.
Someone else,
Peril. We're seeing Peril.
she loses the tablet. She drops a 1. So now we can do.
No, I
somebody
can use
make a dex-
divination. I can't do anything, can I? I can't react.
You took the hit.
You haven't used a reaction.
Oh yeah.
You haven't used a reaction. Yeah, you can have a reaction.
I have divination. Once per long rest, user can re-roll a d20 or have someone else roll a d20.
Okay.
Wow.
That's pretty cool.
I forgot. I was supposed to roll a d20 at the beginning of the day. And
Well, it's too late now.
Yeah,
wow.
feels a little bad.
it's a new thing with the crystal thing. Oh wow.
Oh, okay.
It is.
So with the pendant of the
Re-
All Mother, one of the things is the divination. Can I use that as a reaction?
Yes, it's a reaction. Everybody has a reaction. That's fine. Okay, re-roll your d20 beaks and try it again.
Jesus Christ.
What is happening?
Well, your modifier would get added to that, right?
So it's 11?
Yeah.
11. Okay.
It was so high before.
It was. Okay, so you have this moment where you doubt yourself for some reason, and it starts to slip out of your hands, and you don't know what would happen if this fell in the wrong spot. It's the last one you have. You're not sure what would happen, but you actually feel Peril touch you on the shoulder and be like, "You've got this. We're here for you." And you hold on to it.
But she couldn't place it though, right?
But she couldn't place it.
All
So
right.
has anybody got an action left?
Yes.
Tavern.
I'm going to try to
Tavern.
place it.
You can do Arcana or Sleight of Hand.
Arcana.
Okay.
$20.
So you see, seeing is not the right word, but feeling it and sensing it is more what you're doing in this place between time. You feel her doubt herself. You all can feel it because you're all connected right now, especially through your psi ability. And she almost drops it, and Peril puts her hand on her shoulder and says, "We believe in you. We're here for you." And you reach out, and with that magical part of your body, of your soul that casts magic, you reach forward and you actually grab it with your magic, and you place it in the last spot. Suddenly, the lightning is gone. So you can stop. I'll stop if you don't want to take sharing away from me real quick.
I had to stop the lightning because somebody was worried that it was affecting them.
Oh, so I apologize. I should have said
the flickering. Yeah,
I'm sorry.
So I took it off. I took it off a bit ago, so we're good.
Okay, so you snap back to reality. You're in the prime material plane again.
Oops, there goes gravity.
At the same time, yeah. You basically are now standing where you were. So you're right beside this thing as everything snaps back into normal time. You see the dark wizard now that you're on this side of the time. His throat is ripped out, and now instead of just holding it, blood pours down and he crumbles.
Okay.
You see Velcion. The table finishes the rest of the path and embeds him into the wall, and he goes, but he's not there. His body is now empty, so it just falls.
Mm-hmm.
You look over at Greystaff, and you just see him immediately age to an old man as he looks like all of his energy is out of his body, and his hand is still on the inside of the circle, and he starts to get pulled into it, and he looks at you and says, "When you are under the citadel, take the left path when you reach the fork," and he does.
Can I cut off his hand?
No, it's just basically the body was pulled in like a husk. Like all the energy is out of it.
Damn it.
And
I missed the end of what you said when you were
I
under the
did too.
citadel.
Take a left under the citadel.
When you are under the citadel, take the left path when you reach the fork, and then the rest of his energy is pulled out of him.
Oh.
As you now realize you are standing next to the scariest thing you've ever experienced in your life. It is getting pulled back into the pit fiend is getting basically sucked back with gravity into the circle. And then I will
How
do
close
this
are
real
we?
quick. Oh, you're 5 feet away from him.
Great. It's great.
None shall pass. What crack with the swampy tail?
I just want one thing here.
Meanwhile,
Lord of
Peril
the
is
Rings.
Peril is staring him down, mean mugging him like crazy.
And
Okay.
our hit points went back up.
Yeah, you're back to normal, whatever you were in real life. Yeah,
Nice.
In the material plane, you're back to your normal constitution. As he is flying back, he goes, "I shall not go alone." And make me a athletics or acrobatics, Symphonia, as a tail reaches out for you.
Oh boy. 11.
11. You see this devil's tail as he's getting sucked in, just getting smaller and smaller and smaller. The event horizon of this, the tail comes up and grabs you around the ribs and wraps him tightly around your torso, and Symphonia is pulled into the portal as well.
I can't use like scatter when this happens.
That's an action.
Shit. Hold on. Let me see what I got.
And the portal is then disappears as if it was no longer there, and Symphonia is gone.
This
Oh my
isn't
God.
this isn't Symphonia, this is Kritter. It was a pleasure.
And you're standing with a withered husk of gray staff and a body just pouring blood out as it's dead, and a lifeless body of
Velsian?
Yeah, Halcyon.
Velsian?
Velsian, yeah.
Graystaff.
Yeah. Graystaff was the withered husk. Velsian is the one. He's no longer in the body. His intelligence and his being is in the crystals.
Okay.
So is Symphonia just dead?
She was pulled into the portal. The portal closed. She got pulled into hell with the picture.
So we don't know what happened?
She got pulled into hell.
She got pulled
I hear
into
you,
hell.
but is she alive or is she dead? I don't understand within
We don't
D&D.
know.
Like, what is she?
Your character doesn't know.
Okay,
she is not on the she's not on the same plane of existence with you currently.
So as far as we can tell, she was pulled into hell. Now, what the pit fiend or whatever this thing is does to her on the other side, we don't know. But as far as she's alive in hell, as
you'd believe, you'd believe every reason to believe that she's in hell.
Yeah.
And alive.
Which and to my thinking is, if that thing could come from hell, that means we can go into hell and go get her.
We will have to find a way.
You just have to find a way.
Do right. We do technically have one
we have things
plane.
To do.
Yeah, we have one plane traveler spell available to us, but we have to finish saving Beaks's city first.
But are you powerful enough to go into hell?
Probably not yet.
Yeah.
Maybe in like 6 months.
I mean, that was just one pit fiend.
Yeah. So you would probably, I mean, you would be angry and grieving in the moment, but you would realize there's a way we can do this. We can go get her. This thing came from another plane. We have ways to travel across planes. We need information. We need power. We need abilities and skills. But yeah, you can go get her, but you're going to need to figure out how to do that. Because you going and getting caught. Yeah.
Isn't going to help her if we just...
Yeah, if you go and get caught yourself, you're of no help.
Did everybody hear what Graystaff said, though?
Yeah.
He must have seen something into the future of what we need to do. Under the Citadel, left path at the fork.
Mm-hmm.
Under the Citadel. What Citadel?
Is he talking about Beaks's hometown?
I don't. This is not a citadel, though.
Beaks, you've never heard of a citadel being on the island. Never heard of anything called a citadel.
Wow.
So should we go back to a place where we can talk to Velsion's consciousness and see if he can clarify what Graystaff said?
He can speak
talk
to
now.
you. He can speak to because the time stop spell is gone.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
You feel his presence a little bit over by his body, but more of his presence is by Greystaff's husk. And you feel, I mean, especially you, Beaks, because of your connection to him, you can feel him grieving.
I'm going to say, can Velsion hear us then? Yes?
Yes, I can hear you.
I tried to cast some healing when we were in the time stop and we were out of phase. I tried.
I wish it was a different answer, but I'm not surprised. I mean, we didn't know what you were going to have to deal with when you got in there. There was no way of knowing, but you've worked wonders and saved the city, so you should be happy in what you've done. And I will do whatever I can to help you find your ally.
Belsion, Greystaff's last words were of taking the right turn under a citadel.
Left.
Do you know taking a correct turn under the citadel? Do you know what he's talking about?
He thinks there's multiple citadels throughout the world. I mean, Ilor has many places that call it a citadel, but none of those would make any sense. He doesn't know. No place that he's ever gone with him would make any sense of why you would talk about that citadel. And he goes, the other thing is that was 1,200 years ago. I mean, we're in a different age of Ilor. That city's probably called something different now, or that building may not even be. It may have been destroyed in a war. There's no way of knowing. That was in the Age of Shadow, so he could be talking about something that doesn't even exist anymore.
Great.
So we're at 11:22 Eastern. I'm going to fast forward a little bit here because
You're
we
driving
do a
the
lot
train.
of stuff here. There's a celebration in the city. You're treated as heroes of the city because now that that time stop spell is gone, the people are in the Axials are reporting information accurately to the people, to the other Owlin. They're now being told what happened and are trusting the source because the Axials are there to be there, and they give them an accounting of what happened to the wizards, and the fact that their memories were all modified. They're pretty upset, but there's they realize that they still have the city to themselves now, and they have full control of it now with the Axials. So what they can do with the city is even more. They're not wizards themselves per se, but they have more access to more of the city. So they treat you to a banquet, understanding, and they give honor to Symphonia and everything. And they know it's not a happy moment, but it's still a celebration for what you've done, and you're honored as champions of the city. There is a magic shop that is run by an automaton who is waiting on his wizard to come back. So he's running it for her while she's gone. So if we want to off scene, off camera, we can do selling of items, buying of items. I don't want to do that in show, but before you go to the next part, we can say we can retroactively come back and talk about that. I want to get to a point on this real quick that they basically can drop you back off on the surface of Ilor. Asking where you want to go next is a question. They're further south in the mountains now. They're close to the Shimmering Pass, which is during one of the wars early with the gods. There was a part of the mountain was burned away, and the sides that were there were turned into glass. You can see it reflecting in the sunlight, so it's called the Shimmering Pass. They can drop you close to that. That's where the east-west road goes to back to where you're from, or you can go west further east into the Ardalan frontier, and again into Ardell on the further side. So it's up to you where you want to go.
Well, we've been honored. We've lost one of our members.
Yeah.
Two.
Oh, we've lost two of our members.
And you have a
Who
whole
knows?
new race actually several races that live beneath the city that they didn't know anything about.
Yeah.
We have the possibility of
because the other thing too is when Treon shows up, they have to explain what happened to Grimm and Treon. So you would need to have some diplomatic. Yeah, it happens. There would be some diplomatic conversation of who you are and do the Clorarans have citizenship in the city? So there's a little bit of that conversation. So it's a couple days of you. Kind of
That's what I was going to say. There's got to be a lot of political stuff happening.
Conversation, yes.
Yeah.
But you're still the first one to ever step outside of the Verdancy. So.
And I'm going to say, who knows what it's going to take for us to get one of our 2 members back. So I know we weren't asked to do this by the whole city, but one of your members did ask, and we stepped up and lost one of our members. If there's any way you can compensate us, way that you can help us to make it further along the way, then I think that's something that I would love for you to consider what you could do to help us.
Yeah, they'll definitely do a reward. We'll figure that out as we go retroactively. You do have your home set at Hammer's Rest in the town on the coast there. You could set down here, and you could also set one to the Grove. I think you set one to the Grove.
Yes,
the
I
Crystal
did.
Grove at the base of the Elder Tree where Velsion resides most of the time. So that's 2 of your. That's home is set, and then you have 1 spot set. You could set down here at the Shimmering Pass and have a spot in the middle of this continent. That would be easy for you to use as a jump point.
While we were here, I wanted to visit a temple and try to learn more about even Temple of Death, or for my goddess, and what we could do to maybe lay, like do cremation and all of that. So I don't know if there's one here.
There's really, because this was a wizard city, they really didn't do much for the gods.
Have the religion,
there was religion was their magic. The Owlins have set up shrines, but they're not full temples. But there are shrines to the gods, but they wouldn't be the same power level of Holy Land. Or there's probably never even really been a priest to bless the area. So you could
I don't know.
You could empower the shrine to your god here, because you could spend a day and empower it with some spells and make it into a temple if you wanted to do that.
I'm just wondering, because we wanted to cremate the remains.
He would probably not want to be cremated here. Yeah,
that's what I was wondering. And I wondered if anybody would have any knowledge of where the nearest temple for his goddess would be.
There's going to be some conversation that needs to be had of what you think his final wishes would be. So I think that's going to be something you guys, that coffin is containing him, and he's not decayed.
Yeah.
So the body is general repose.
That's why I was like, if I could get any knowledge of a temple of his goddess anywhere, then that could be something that we could be working towards at some point if we kind of knew.
You passed one on the road. You passed one on the road coming here, because you did. That's where Beaks got the blessed dirt. So you did come across one.
Yes.
So yeah, you could go there, but yeah, they would set you down here so they don't get further away, because they're heading south in this direction now. So it'll be a couple days. It'll be several days back across the peaks to the other side.
And I'm going to suggest that we do that.
You could go into the Ardellan frontier. There might be temples there as well. Normally, anywhere there's people, they have a temple, because that's how they handle the dead. So,
yeah.
Carol's going to speak up and say, as much as I'm interested in going to new places, after the disturbing dream with Eric in it, I do want to check back in at the Hammer.
Okay.
I
You
concur.
could easily do that, but what I'm saying is just for travel purposes. If you sat down here and locked in a place in the pendant, you can travel halfway across the country now in one action. Basically, it would be.
Sorry,
it would
I
be
thought
smart
I
instead of
said
jumping
yes. I said yes
Okay.
to that part. You might not have heard me.
Okay. So
then-
we're gonna say there's a lot of stuff we can go over what you do in the couple of, we'll say 2 or 3 days, healing up, magic items, magic store, looking for that kind of stuff. The diplomacy of the Cloerans, you kind of working on the temple, everybody just resting and kind of rejuvenating their souls a little bit. You've been through a lot. That was a big part of that. But then they have a raft that they would take you down to the surface on.
Can we?
So we're gonna fast forward to that real quick.
Can we buy one of those rafts?
No.
Just want to fly everywhere.
Airship? Ooh, that's
Imagine
expensive.
that.
Holy moly.
Well, actually,
they
we
really
did save their city.
It doesn't work beyond the city. It only works a certain distance away from the city. Just like all of the axials only work a certain distance in the city. So you wouldn't be able to take. So your axials comes and says goodbye to you as well, Beaks.
I wonder if the magic drive-through has a flying boat for us.
Could be. That's expensive, but yeah, they might have something. But okay, we're going to fast forward to the landing. Is there anything you guys do before you get into the raft and go down? It looks just like a barge. It's just a flat bottom.
Yeah.
Like you walk in and it's
Flat bottom barge. You make the people fly. Never mind.
Fly down.
Yep.
In my evenings while we're there, and I'm just kind of recuperating mentally.
No, we're gonna do the 3 days separately. So just I want to move us forward because it's getting late. So we're not talking about what you're doing in the city. Are you doing anything right before we get in the raft?
Well, the last thing I want to do is like give something to the nephew.
Okay, that's fine. Yeah. So
I will have carved him his own thing and give it to him.
Okay, let's take some time off camera and we can talk about that. I'm not trying to minimize it. We're short on time and I want to get us into the
we're
next,
at 3 hours.
jump
That's
off point.
fine. That's fine. But we got a few minutes.
Yeah. So if nothing is happening immediately right before you get on the raft, people say goodbye. They give you a hero's departure. The city sets off fireworks, and you land. And there's a couple of soldiers open the door for you, and you step off of the ramp.
And I tip them again.
That's nice. So you step off. Who steps off first?
Peril.
Okay, Peril. You recognize this. You're about a day and a half travel from your tribe's nomadic path. Like if they were on the southern half of this, you'd be about a day and a half south of there. They cross they get close to the Shimmering Pass, but they don't really cross it much.
Is it that time of year?
Yeah, they would be in the area.
Okay.
But it would be a choice.
I say
if you
nothing.
want to go north.
Yeah.
I say nothing.
You've been to the Shivering Pass plenty of times, but they don't normally go much further south of the Shivering Pass. So you land, and on either side, as you're getting ready to step off the ramp, this is just a giant carved path, like somebody just took a laser, and it was in the history of it. It was the Inheritor War when there was a couple of demigods that tried to take over from the gods, and they fought among the gods and tried to take their place among the gods. And this is one of the effects of that battle was one of them shuttled basically a beam of light and it cut through the mountain. So now that's where the east-west road is developed, and they go through that. But it's miles through this mountain of just glass.
I've never seen mountains.
Yeah, you've never seen this kind of stuff.
Right.
Wow.
It's like seeing the Grand Canyon for the first time.
Yeah, basically, and it's just beautiful. It's just glass, shining glass for miles on either side. You all step off and it's kind of weird to be back on solid ground. Treon, as soon as you step onto the ground, give me a charisma save, please.
Charisma, which I have shit for charisma. Hold on. I cry.
Wow.
So you guys are standing there, just like, oh wow, it's weird to be on solid ground again. And you turn around just as Treon he's just like looking around in wonder because he's never seen this. He's never been on Elor. He's only been in the city. He's 1 foot steps down and second foot steps down. His eyes roll back in his head and he falls over immediately and goes into just a catatonic stage.
Oh no.
We're gonna come to you guys. Obviously, you're gonna rush suicide, but we're gonna do Treon first. We'll do medicine and all that, but you wake up in a dark place. You can't tell. You're floating in a dark place. There's no light that you can see. This could be.
Is there anybody?
This could be this could be deep underwater. This could be deep underground. You're in some vast place that you've never been before. In front of you suddenly lights up fire. And there's a pillar of fire in front of you that is at the same time 10 feet in height or 100 feet. And it could stretch a block wide. You're not sure of the size of this thing because you're not even sure that it is in front of you. And you just feel the barest of warmth. And then it turns and there's a pillar of water, and it's a plane of water. It's incredibly thin. You're seeing when these things turn that it's just the slightest dimension in the depth dimension. Very much. So water turns and then earth, just falling sand like in an hourglass. Is
so
just
elemental elements or
elements. And then finally there is air, just swirling water or swirling air in that plane. And it starts to spin slowly in front of you. And in your head, you hear in Druidic, we are the Tesserae Privni. We are the first four. You are not of this world, but you carry the smell of this world. But you also carry something that smells different, but is close to us. Explain to us who you are or be destroyed.
I am a child of Earth, created by
the sand turns. Every sentence is a different plane. The Earth turns you and just starts rumbling when you say a child of Earth.
I am a child of nature. I was brought forth by, and I tell them the story of Mother.
Okay. Give me a persuasion.
Persuasion, which is also sucky. 3. I'm not lying. I'm just being honest in my normal tone. I'm not freaking out or anything. So
basically you explain that you're a druid and that you have druidic powers. You were raised in a different place. And they say that we smell this other place upon you. And you can feel it heating up, like it was that piece of leaf, that leaf in a piece of amber. They pull it out and levitates in front of you. You just explain to us what this is. This is the key that you're going to use to create a new entrance to the verdancy.
I was gifted that seed to place in this world so that both worlds can unite and be one.
We feel your honesty and connection to the primal force. We were the firstborn of Ilor. When the gods created it, we were the first four that set upon the world to give it its elements. We have been here from the beginning. We will be there at the end. We will require you to prove your loyalty to us now that you walk on our world. We require a task of each of our elements. And we will give you back your key if you prove your worth.
Ooh.
And it starts to take you. Now you are floating over the earth, almost like it's like you're flying, like when you change into a bird, like when you've done that from time to time. But you're going faster than that, and you're higher up. You see, you fly over a sea. You're not sure where it is, but there's a colossal hand of stone where the sea is at the palm and the fingers are reaching out of it, and it's the size of an island. And somebody has built chain bridges between the fingers. It's a grasping hand like that, and it's sitting in the water. And they built it into a fortress. So there's bridges between the fingers, and they bored into the stone. And it is, you see ships going in between it, and they're controlling it like a fortress, an opening between two continents. And it's a fortress out of this hand.
Cool.
Next, you fly for a while, and you go to a strand of land on a lake, beautiful lake. There's an obelisk of gold that stands 50 foot tall, and there's an orchard of cherry blossom trees around it. But every once in a while, the blossoms will stop, and then they'll go forward, and then they'll go back, like it's stuck in time. Then they take you to a spot in the middle of the ocean that is perfectly still. And in the middle of the day, it reflects a sky of stars, no matter what time of day it is. So it's a giant spot in the middle of this ocean where it's crashing waves, but this spot is perfectly still, and it reflects stars, even in daylight.
Okay.
Then you go to another one. There's a floating island over a barren landscape that is held in place with giant iron chains with links the sizes of a house. So just chains holding it to the ground.
Got it.
And says, these are just some of the wonders of the world that you will now get to experience. But your first step is days away from where you are now. There is a place called the Queen Lake that uses an entrance into the water, the realm of water, the plane of water, and it has been sullied or defiled. We need you to go there and find out what is happening and to correct it. And they basically ping it. You like almost like Google Maps. They ping it in your head to where you know where you need to go.
Yeah.
And you get this picture of this giant man-made lake, and it's called the Queen Lake. It says, we hope that you can prove your worth, and we can connect to this place called the Verdancy, this sister realm, and we wish you all of the luck. If there is anything you need from us, let us know, but we are watching and hoping that you can succeed. And you instantly come back awake. And there's everybody standing over you as you sit up.
Are you okay?
Yes.
He was down for 5 seconds.
Oh, wow.
He basically sat there. You guys had just enough time to get to him. You got there just enough to see his eyes, but then he sets right back up. That felt like hours to you, Tavern.
Yeah.
You don't know how many hours. You don't know where you were. It was an endless space of void that you couldn't comprehend.
I knew that your world would be a challenge, but I did not know that I would be presented with challenges.
What are you talking about?
I must dwell on this before I speak any further.
Your mic's weird right now.
Yes. Okay. So, basically, I'm letting you know that I need to think about this before I hear it. I have to process it.
So something happened to you, but you can't quite.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
So as he sits up, we're going to call that the night. We're going to call the end of the session there. But basically, yeah, that's the next thing the next path you're going to be on.
Okay.
All right.
All
so
right.
we'll have to decide if we're going to just step right back to our home base and check right in.
Ooh.
And then we can worry about the burial of our friend later.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, we're gonna go just a little bit further, and
Tonight?
I'm just gonna say, just 5 minutes.
Okay.
Basically, you guys just, because of the way he feels, you guys just decide to stay there for a little bit. He wants to reflect for a little bit. It's kind of close to the evening, so you guys stay there and just kind of camp out. You haven't gone back. You're gonna set this point as ended. You basically just camp for the night, just relax for the night. And, You find a spot on the other side of the Shimmering Pass. That's a nice place to stay. Peril, you have another dream now, and you see obsidian blocks, a block wall made of like black stone or obsidian, and you see 3 creatures chained onto the wall. You see a large man with long white hair who's leaning forward and has got bruises and cuts and sweat and blood, and his head is hanging down, and you recognize Eric, the Silverhammer, is chained on this wall. You see Greystaff, the wizard, is chained beside him. Not as many beatings. It's like, but he's just. The third one is a halfling.
Oh.
And his face is so beat up you can't tell what he looks like. But he's got some markings that you recognize. and you recognize that it's Grim, chained on the wall. And out of the edge of your vision, you see the demon that you killed after he killed Grim, and he just comes into the vision and just smiles, and you wake up. And you smell that sulfur again.
I'm not gonna. Peril would need to go for a workout.
Okay. And that's
You wouldn't
where
share
we're
that
going to
with
cut
us?
it. Is when you,
Not in that moment. I would need a hot second myself.
and that's where we cut it off. Is in the middle of the night, she wakes up in a cold sweat and smells of sulfur, and you can smell the sulfur this time. You do know. I'm going to give you one thing, just from your infernal knowledge. This is not hard to do. When a demon or a devil is defeated and killed in a realm, they have to stay away for 99 years, unless the creature that killed it asks them to come back.
Oh, really? Like I knew they would respawn back in their own plane.
But they can't come back for 99 years.
So it's
unless the thing that killed you invites you back.
So basically, for 99 years, he's going to haunt your dreams, and then come for you,
and then punish the 3 people on that wall.
Mm-hmm.
So Eric's dead? Wait, what?
Yep.
All of them are dead.
How did he get Grim?
He killed me. Well, he killed Grim. Great. You just gave her another reason to throw feathers at me for like a year now.
But here's the weird thing: is Grim. You know that Grim chose not to come back. Grim,
yeah. I don't get it.
Grim
How
made
does he
the
have
choice.
Grim?
That's a question you're gonna have to find out.
It's a dream. So let's not forget that it's a dream. Doesn't make it real.
And they can fake it out, I'm guessing.
You know who wasn't on that wall?
Symphonia.
Symphonia. So there's some questions you have to answer here.
I'm so pissed.
Oh.
Great. Good stuff.
Wow.
Here you go.
In the morning, I have bacon cooking.
Others for Grim. Okay. Thanks so much, guys. You guys are awesome every time.
All right. In closing, let's do final thoughts. So we're going to start with Wine Spring.
Well, don't forget to check me out on X.
Yeah.
At Wine Spring Cafe. #WhatEats. And I can't wait to play again. Find out what's going on.
This is wild. I've got so much to think about.
So sad. Right?
I am sad. I am very sad.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Jessica.
Yeah, it was great being back at the table. It was a hella busy night. And if you are at all interested in Lord of the Rings stuff, feel free to check out But Are There Dragons podcast, where we are wrapping up on Return of the King. And otherwise, I'll see you all hopefully next month when we come back to the table.
Excellent. Zuul.
Yeah. Oh, that I'm definitely going to have to watch this episode back. My mind is blown in so many ways. So, yeah,
That's a great compliment.
It's great being back at. It's great being back at the table, and can't wait to see where this goes.
Mm-hmm.
I will see you back here at Tavern Tavern's channel.
Thanks.
Subscribe.
Daniel,
Yes.
I'm going last this time. So
Hey.
I have so much fun, and I just want to thank you guys every time for letting me tell a fun story.
that's it. That's what you got.
You're rocking.
I spent
right,
a lot of
you're
time
filling.
talking tonight. I don't have to talk.
All right. So man, listen, I've been playing a long time, and I love me a good cliffhanger. But three cliffhangers. That's a bit. That's a lot. That's a lot to. I almost threw feathers. That's all I'm going to say. I got a bag. I got a bag of them over here. I almost threw some feathers. So once again, thank you guys all for playing. Daniel, thank you for DMing to the chat, chill chat. You guys rock. We love you. Thank you for coming over to my channel to follow us over here during Kritter's hiatus. Again, we're gonna miss her, but she's like not disappearing. She'll be on X and whatnot. She just won't be on stream, and rightfully so. She's pushing a baby. So as for me, I had a blast. You find me in the Tavern, all the cool spots where Penny hangs out and Mr. Moonbound hangs out. Where all the cool people and Leia from chat. So thank you, and have a wonderful night. We'll see you soon. Oh, and don't forget,
Good night.
Saturday night, The Wheel of Time, Drunken Spelling Bee, 8 p.m. Eastern. We'll see you there, right here on this channel. Bye.
Bye.